Let me know when you can see it, and then I'll just walk you through this quickly, and then we'll get going.
When I can see your screen?
Yeah, I streamed in Discord.
The audacity for asking what those files were.
See, users, personal, okay.
There we go. Audio is live, and we are live.
Can you see my
screen?
No, I'm not seeing.
If you hover over my name, you should see a thing that says like "Watch Stream," I think.
So I'm using my phone for the Discord, so maybe that's why.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Just so open up your settings on your computer, and then look for display. Do you see that?
Switch to it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
so can you see my screen now? Like.
Yeah.
Okay, so just go under System.
So, shout out to everyone jumping into chat. Shout out to the new subscriber since last week. Very cool. We're just getting everyone into the game, and we're gonna kick things off shortly. Yeah, it was. We had a pretty intense session last week. Someone died and everything, so.
I just scrolled down.
I guess they died the week before.
Oh, graphics. Okay, I got you.
First session with
and then you'll see this right here, graphics performance preference. Just make sure when you have Chrome installed, browse to that location. So go to, in this case, it's C program files x86.
Now you guys can see behind the scenes of setting up so many people with an online game.
In Chrome.exe and set it to high performance under the options.
Also, new character borders. That's cool. We got fancy new borders. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, a couple. If you guys don't like the colors, we can change them.
No, I'm good. Train got the best color, so.
Jerry hates blue.
Jerry hates blue.
I'm colorblind, so I don't really care.
Nice.
I didn't have a picture of Jerry to put in the overlay, so I just.
So it's just Avalar.
Yeah, I kept Avalar, but I called him Jerry.
Here, I can send you this one, Matt.
Same character, really.
Let me know if that worked for you, and then once you've done that, try to load up in Chrome.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're all good. Awesome.
Dinner time, right?
It's what, sorry?
Dinner time?
Dinner time or hammer time?
Dinner time. Going to Strahd's for dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. Cool. Okay, so last session, quite a few things happened. Obviously, you had a huge battle with Strahd and St. Andrew's, and unfortunately, the priest did not survive the battle.
I tried.
You what, sorry?
I tried.
Yeah, you guys did try. There was seemed some sort of act of vengeance towards the priest, and you guys buried him in the crypt below the church, below St. Andrew's. Although at the moment there is no other priest that is, there kind of running the church. It's pretty much, abandoned now without Lucy in there. With that, as you guys left the church, you walked through the town of Vallaki, and still the big gray clouds and dark skies, thunder, rain, everything was still kind of overhead. And you notice a lot of people were kind of running around panicked. Obviously, a lot of people had clearly heard and seen the commotion in and around St. Andrew's Church. And I think you all ventured back to the Blue Water Inn to both rest, recover, and kind of decide what your next game plan was. There was a interesting man sitting at the bar, as well as the standard Mardikovs that were in the Blue Water Inn. They basically reminded you that they are completely out of wine at this point. I think some of you got some of the last drops the last session. Towards the end of the evening, Sid, as well as Tobias and Train, snuck off towards the St. Andrew's orphanage, where Freak, Myrtle, and now with Sid sharing the information, also Yeska has been tracked down in St. Andrew's orphanage. Although something seemed a little strange, as Yeska was, approximately at 2 a.m, sitting in the attic of the St. Andrew's orphanage with a large kitchen knife, carving out a wooden figurine, pretty much in the dark. With that kind of reconnaissance, they ventured back here to the Blue Water Inn. It is currently let me confirm. I lied. It is currently 4:26 in the morning. And with that, you all know that there's not much night left should any of you want to get a full night's rest. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What would you guys like to do?
How long have we been in the tavern?
You guys have been in the tavern basically the whole day. You guys arrived here around 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay, Mercer would already be up. He'd be doing his morning prayers and getting shit together.
Okay.
And so we found Yeska. Have we been informed that Yeska has been found?
Yeah, I would imagine Sid probably would have shared with you all, like when he came back, that Yeska is there. Although, there wasn't really anything more to tell. They also would have passed on the information. Yeah, they also would have passed on the information that there's a mark on almost every bedpost. Looked like some sort of strange symbol that was carved on every bedpost of every bed. They noticed, Sid would have noticed bruising on every child, both from toddlers up to kids aged 15 to 16, and the lady that's running the orphanage was sound asleep in her bed.
And who in town? I'm sorry, go ahead.
We also found 2 books. We couldn't get them out, but one of them was very suspicious, and the name of the books were, what were they? Beyond the Morning Light, Lord's Sight, which had to do with those markings.
Yeah, Beyond the Morning Lord's Sight. Sounds like some
satanic
shit
to
me.
Try to find a copy of that, maybe.
Wait, so we didn't find a copy of that at the manor?
Yeah, that was in the caretaker's.
That was in the orphanage.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. But we don't have possession of it right now.
No, we saw the 2 of them. Sid saw the 2, but we couldn't get them out.
Gotcha.
And who would who would be in charge of putting somebody else in place of the church within town?
That would be the mayor.
Okay. Then I probably, after getting everything together, I'd probably want to go and speak with the mayor.
The mayor, meaning the Baron, or?
Yeah, the Baron. Yeah, it's currently 4:30 though. You don't think he would be up this early?
It's also the day of the festival, isn't it?
Okay. It is the day of the festival. Yep.
I don't care. I'm old. I'm up. I'm ready. My day has started.
So real quick though, you said that we hadn't rested yet. Is that correct?
Some of you have, some of you haven't. So I think Train has not. Tobias has not. Sid has not. Everyone else.
Did we not get a long rest? Wake up in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. You probably did.
They did. Yeah, because we got back at like 2.
Yeah. So we
woke up at like midnight.
Yeah.
Should I be at max health then?
No. I've spent all your hit dice, and you are still not max, unfortunately.
Okay, I got you. So speaking of hit dice, Aegon's gonna kind of turn to the party. How many more of those healer kits do we have left? They seem to be pretty important.
Sid shares that he only has enough bandages for 2 more people.
I think that should be a priority today, is get a couple more of those.
Oh, definitely we should be prepping. Before going to dinner with Strahd, we should have our supplies topped off. Because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So we need to be prepared for today.
Yeah, I need to buy a shovel.
A shovel? Perfect. Add that to the shopping list.
Real quick though, my inventory is completely blank. It looks.
I see everything on.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I think I had bonus action selected. Maybe there you go.
I have a
go ahead,
question. Yeah, I got a question for the party. What's been happening with all these vampire bodies we've been leaving around
I was
town?
actually going to talk. I was going to talk to Jeff about that. I wanted to actually go back to the church and harvest those bodies if we had a moment.
Oh God.
Assuming the bodies are still there, but yeah.
What are you gonna do with the bodies, sir?
There are a few things that we can get out of them that might be useful to us in the future.
Oh God. I say burn them, but hey, you do you, man.
And we can burn them after we get what we need.
I agree with burning them, but we can get a few things out first.
True.
How far is the church from where we are?
Here, I'll put you guys... Hey, let's see if scene switching works today. I do think all bugs should have been fixed, but I don't want to quote that. Then
That's what they always say.
yeah, if it's not true, then I'll look like an
Technically,
asshole.
you just quoted it, so... Oh.
So let's see.
Hey.
It should be pretty quick, too.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, that was...
Didn't
right
work.
on.
It failed. It says failure. Jeff failed at switching scenes.
So
Man.
you guys are currently right here, Blue Water Inn. So you know San Andreas is here on the far left. It is about a 15-minute walk.
Tobias, if you're going, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'd like to head out early before everybody gets up, just in case people start heading to the church.
I'm already gone.
Okay.
I'm headed to the manor.
You're heading to the Vlakovich Manor.
Yeah.
Cool. And two of you are heading to St. Andrews, Aegon and
Jerry.
Jerry. I see Avlar's picture and it's literally mind-bending me. What would you guys like to do?
Which group?
Jerry and Aegon, where are you guys heading? Or what do you
Oh,
guys
gotcha.
do? You guys resting,
Yeah.
sleeping, staying in the inn?
I guess I'd probably go to the church, just burn the bodies. Seems like a high priority.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Aegon would go to the church as well.
Cool. All right.
Nothing like splitting the party.
Perfect. Love it. So 4 of you are heading to the church. 1 of you is heading to the mansion.
Do we know you went to the mansion?
I don't
Unless
think
you
so.
asked me,
I think so.
probably not.
Okay.
With that, as all of you kind of start your day, Train, you would have heard as you passed the room in the Blue Water Inn where that guest is staying, you would have heard kind of some probably loud scribing. Looks like somebody is like writing with, you assume some sort of quill on pages, and you hear kind of, this very loud scribing.
Furiously.
Furious scribing. And obviously it's very early in the morning, so that would probably surprise you a little bit. Those of you heading to the church, why don't we quickly do that, and then we'll jump over to the mansion. So let me open that up here. And for those of you who have a dark screen right now, you just don't have a token on the scene, so let me just add you guys here.
But I can actually see the scene, though.
Yeah, like I said, I think everything should be fixed. So those of you that aren't here, or I've still put your icon on here so that you can still see. So there are 4 vampire spawns. So you guys are just wanting to, or at least you, Tobias, you want to try to harvest some of them?
Yeah, I want to harvest them for their essence.
Yeah, I'd like to also harvest a couple of them for the same thing.
Need me one like that.
Okay. So why don't, since there's
One
4
vampire
bodies, why don't each of you make 2 survival checks for it?
Survival checks?
Like each of us in the room, or just those 2?
Just those 2, since they're the ones that are just.
God damn. Wow.
A nat 20. Nice. Okay. Tobias, this is kind of probably, maybe something new to you, but, maybe beginner's luck is on your side as you kind of start to carve away at some of the pieces. Can you also roll an Arcana check for me?
Arcana.
Yep. Nice. Okay. And do you want to roll a D100? See what you gather from one of the bodies. Okay. You find a common arcane essence. I'll put it on your character sheet here. Common arcane essence.
That's a good one.
It's worth approximately 45 gold. And yeah, you can use it in a variety of crafting recipes. The other ones, unfortunately, do not yield anything.
Damn. Oh. Well, that's all I wanted. Oh, right. We should probably gather the bodies maybe in the back and burn them while we're here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best course of action. Were you guys satisfied with the organs that you've harvested?
Train was not.
Oh, that's all right. I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot more of those fuckers.
So you guys are heading out into the graveyard?
You say that menacingly.
No, I'm just asking, just confirming.
Yeah, I'd like to, well, check if Tobias is in agreement with that, but maybe we just drag them out into a pile and burn them.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go whimsically into the graveyard.
Love it. I'll give you a nice little overview here while you do that. So as you go out into the graveyard, I'm assuming you take some of the bodies. It does take quite a bit. There's no freshly dug graves, but I assume you dig up some graves and push these undead
Actually,
beings.
I wasn't even gonna dig a hole. I was just gonna burn them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just putting them in a pile. Okay. Totally fine as well.
Let's see.
Saves on wood.
Neighbors are looking out the window. There goes the neighbor. Jesus.
All right.
Like the HOA.
Yeah, with that, why don't we switch over to you, Dimitri? You make your way up to the Baron's house, and as you go outside, you do see 2 guards that are standing in front of the door. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just ignore the cards and just knock on the door.
They do not let you get to the door. They will try to prevent you from getting there. If you
All
want,
right.
you can roll an athletics check if you want to try to push past them.
Oh no, I mean if they're gonna stop me, I'm not gonna push past. Just kind of, act like you're supposed to be there and know what you're doing. People don't normally ask questions, so I need to speak with the Baron. It's an emergency.
What's the emergency? I can get Isaac to come out here, but the Baron, he needs his rest. The festival is, in just a few hours' time.
I know, but this takes precedent. It's dealing with the church, with the father. He's unfortunately passed in the last night, and something needs to be done.
Yeah,
I don't think the devout will be too pleased to know that no one's looking after the church while they're celebrating their festival.
Yeah, as you're talking, you do kind of hear some footsteps from inside, and the door swings open, and that's when you see the Baron. He looks tired. He clearly has not really gotten any rest. You assume likely because of the events at the church, and he kind of tells the guards, to leave you be, and he invites you in. With that, I'll put you on the map here. As
Sorry
you
to
enter...
disturb your sleep. Sorry, good.
No, I was just going to say, as you enter, you do see both his dogs, his large mastiffs, kind of lying down by the fire. He invites you into the parlor where you guys previously smoked some cigars. I'll put everyone on the map here just so you guys can all see as well. Although, obviously, aren't actually there, but at least that way you guys can see them and stuff. So yeah, what would you like to say to him?
Oh, there it goes. I'm sorry to disturb your slumber so early in the morning, but something needs to be done for the festival. I feel your constituents are not going to be too pleased knowing that no one's looking after the church while they're out there celebrating. Unfortunately, the father has passed on the night. I won't say how.
I heard the news. I've I've sent word to the Abbey. I'm waiting for a messenger to come back. He's riding through the night. I hope he's made it. But we have no one else to take his place. Someone at the Abbey will hopefully be willing to come here, at least for the time being, but it's quite a trek, at least 6 hours or so, and, well, I just don't know if they've made it or not.
Well, I'm here to offer you a temporary solution. The young lad Yeska, he's been trained by the previous father. He knows his way around the church, knows the followers, but he's a bit wet behind the ears, to say the least. But I imagine we'll be in town for a bit longer. I don't mind taking the reins and taking charge of the church in the time being.
And what qualifications do you have to run the church? I would do it myself. You know, I'm a very religious man, and I know everything.
Aye, but you're a busy man.
Exactly, which is why...
My qualifications are I've been a devout cleric of my faith for over 200 years. And I have the free time.
Do you not have other matters to attend to with your adventuring party? I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, well, you know what?
I do. Somebody needs to be there to answer the questions when the questions are asked. And that's my job. Leaving you free to finish taking care of the town and enjoying the festival yourself. I know you deserve it.
I do hope to enjoy it. You'll be there, of course, correct?
Oh, of course. But I want to make sure that these matters are taken care of first.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming by. I haven't gotten much sleep. The town, it's in unrest. People are worried, and wow, this festival, it will reassure them that all is well and all will be well.
All will be well. So
yeah,
if you give me your blessing, I'll take charge.
And he does. He gives you his blessing, and he thanks you, actually. And this is kind of the first time you've seen any sort of, not even kindness, we won't go that far, but any sort of, you know, decency from him, where he's not, you can tell he's not super sure.
Right. He doesn't have that inflated confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you rest easy this morning, prepare for the festival, and I'll be on my way. Got matters to attend to. Ha! Right?
Roll a perception check as well for you.
Sure. Not my greatest.
Good roll, though.
22. Okay. You once again, from right above your head, you hear what sounds like banging on the floor.
Would I know that would
ceiling,
be
I guess, for you.
Banging on the ceiling? In regards to his kids' room? Is that like where his kids' room was?
No, that was 2 floors up.
Okay.
Were you there when? Yeah, I would have told you about what's his name in the room?
Udo.
Who was Udo? Who was Ludo?
Udo, yeah.
Udo, yeah.
Like Uno, but with a D.
Udo.
He was tied to the pole in the room at the end of the hallway. You made a distraction for me, so I could go investigate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But he kind of, like, I would imagine as you're looking up and maybe, you know, thinking what that is, he kind of says, well, thank you for coming. I need to get some rest. Big day.
Big day. And I'd have somebody look at that. Sounds like you got rats upstairs. But I'll leave you.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll head outside and just head back towards the tavern. Or I guess I'll head towards the church first if I know that. I guess I wouldn't know where they were going, but I guess I would head to the church since that's where my job is going to be right now.
Okay, sounds good. I'll meet you guys back on the church. What would you guys like to do?
Considering how long he was there and how long it would take us to kind of get all the bodies in the back, would he show up while we're still burning, or Would we already...
No, you guys would probably get there a little bit. Like, you would probably get there pretty much, as you're walking outside, taking the bodies. Because, his visit was not that long, and it's a little bit further to here than it is to the mayor's place.
Yeah. So they're getting ready to burn the bodies.
Yep.
Hey, Mercer, do you have any suggestions on how we do this, or we just light these mothers up?
Light them up, lad.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Sounds good.
And piss on them when they're done.
Yeah, you all light the bodies, and for a brief moment, you hear what sounds like some partial squealing coming from them as the fire kind of engulfs them, leaving a very charred residue on the ground. You do notice, as they're burned, that, like, the shape of them, they're not all the same. And Mercer, you would know that these things are usually, or would have usually been, in their past life, an actual local, Barovian. And you can kind of, just for a brief moment, as the fire's kind of incinerating them, you kind of see, the original person that each one of these vampires, like, what they were in their
Does
previous
Jerry
life.
recognize any of them?
Roll a history check.
Oh, I'd love to.
While he's looking at that, I want to tell the party what I talked to the Baron about.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right. So, you already rolled, so we'll go with that.
No, go ahead.
So I talked to the Baron. Right now, I'm in charge of the church, which means we have a place to stay. We have a headquarters for figuring this out. Right?
Very cool.
Yeah, that's great. We should maybe investigate what's in the basement if this is going to be our headquarters.
Yes. We need to investigate this through and through. We need to know all the entrances, all the exits, every way in and out, even the smallest hole. Secure it. Make sure it's safe. And we have a safe harbor here that we can always retreat to. For right now. Now, he's got someone coming in from the Abbey, but it'll be at least half a week or better. We all know how the fogs are here. So
you, as you're looking, the great Jerry, you do see a brief face of perhaps somebody that you've seen actually in and around Vallaki. Somebody named Nicoletta. Nicoletta, you would know, was a jewelry maker here in town. And they actually had a stall in the stockyard near the coffin maker's shop that you were at previously.
Huh. Yeah, I'd relay that to the group. There's not a good friend of mine, but a good hard worker, a nice civilian man. Shame to see him like this, but better off dead now.
Does Nicoletta have any family or anyone who would have taken over the shop while he's been away?
Jerry will defer to the DM.
Yes. His wife, Christina, was the other shopkeeper, and you would imagine that she has taken over the shop.
Well, so much for an unattended jewelry shop for trying to rob.
I had a rogue do that once. A dragon was attacking the town, and they're like, yo, where's the rich district? I'm going for some looting. I was like, all right.
Not quite sure it exists in a Vallaki.
I just described, they're like looking in the mirror, trying on jewelry as like the wings of a dragon go by in the window beside them. Oh, this looks nice.
What's Aegon up to while they're doing this?
I apologize. I had to step away. I think he's just kind of like looking around.
Okay.
Not really sure what to think of everything. Like, still struggling with the death of the party members that's kind of been lost.
R.I.P. to some real ones.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys are standing around in the graveyard, and as people are slowly starting to wake up, you still notice that very tense feeling in the air as people are kind of walking by. You know, previously they would kind of walk by and kind of nod at you all and say all will be well. Those that are walking by the streets here seem to kind of avoid eye contact. A lot of them seem kind of stirred and kind of worked up a little bit. Not necessarily angry, but you see that there's something that's shifted. They just seem worried.
I'd keep an eye open during the festival, lads. Strahd's attacking out in the open now.
Gives us more chances to hit him.
Aye, but more innocents in the way.
What time is this festival anyways? Jerry will try and find a nearby poster because he hasn't heard too much of it.
Okay. Yeah, as you'll find them posted all over the town. It starts at midday.
Midday, so we got what, like 5 hours maybe?
You currently have about 7 hours to kill for the festival.
Yeah, Jerry's not too sure of our current quest log because he's new, so he'll defer to the party. Go with whatever.
Anybody up for a try on those? Or cheesy?
Train.
Aegon at this point would probably share kind of where he was during the fight where Abla was lost. My screen just went black. Oh, okay. So he kind of like sit around and tell him, I met with Fiona Watcher. She was very cold and stoic. Didn't really have much of emotion in her. And I would probably hand everyone the pamphlet that I had. I can't pull it up on my laptop to send it, but he's affiliated with this, kind of leads them. They think Strahd is like their lord and savior, basically. He rules this land and keeps it safe for him. I'm not sure what to think of it, but the two hunters we met here in the inn before, I think they're her sons.
The two drunks that were in the bar.
The two drunks, sorry.
Yeah.
The two drunks, they're her sons. She really does not like the Baron. She expressed that she wanted me to help take him out and put her in his place.
The other thing that she would have shared with you is that she and her cult believe that Strahd is actually Lathander, and he's embodying Lathander. So to them, he is the god of light, the god of hope.
Well, this cult wants you to help with that coup.
Yes, they want to start a mutiny.
Well, I haven't met this Baron yet. What do you guys think of him?
I'm not a fan. The guy's certifiable, but at least...
he's a right prick.
At least he opposes Strahd.
Right. I can't be too in favor of putting anyone who supports Strahd in any position of power.
And I did get a wee glance of an actual human being beneath the surface this morning when I talked to him. It might have been the fact that it was 4:30 in the morning, but either there, it's there. So, as far as I know, he is human.
Yeah, I think he needs to be humbled and reminded what his role is here. I don't know if he can be saved or if there's any redeeming him at this point. Maybe he does need to be replaced, but I don't think that we should be replacing him with a cult leader who worships Strahd.
Yeah, I think that'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, that kind of sounds. Yeah.
In fact, I think we got to go teach his cult a lesson.
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
That's an option. I think we should, Aegon. I think we should maybe discuss this with the Baron. Maybe he knows of her. Maybe shed some light on why he would be in, or she would be after him.
And maybe he'll
That's
give
a
us a
smart
reward
idea.
for taking down his political adversary.
I don't think that will happen.
We could
He'll take
use it.
credit for himself, but
We
I think
could-
that's a good idea.
We could use it, leverage it as for some favor or items or some kind of aid to help us in our journey.
However, I might have already pushed the limit with asking for favors, or trying to manipulate the man this morning. So, he's quite focused on the festival. So if you want his full attention, I'm not quite sure if doing it right now would be the best time.
Oh, maybe we just go kill the cult and ask for
But I do
reward
believe
afterwards.
the idea would favor us, for sure.
I don't know if killing the cult before speaking with the Baron is the best idea.
I know, but we can investigate, can't we? We can bring him more information. The more we know, the more likely he's going to bend our way.
Yeah, I definitely vote in favor of subterfuge for now. I worry if we go guns blazing that we'll end up with a bunch of murder charges on our backs with no way to defend ourselves.
We already have a way in. We have somebody who she wants in. All he has to do is bring along a few like-minded individuals.
Agreed.
It is a cult. They're not turning people away.
Great Jerry would like to subterfuge violently. But yeah, I'm down for that if you guys want.
Do we know how large this cult is?
What it sounds like we know of 3 people?
So we know at least 3.
Is it a cult or is it just a weird family?
Yeah, soon to be 7. Or no, how many? Whatever. I can't do math.
I mean, technically, if we have the most people in the cult, aren't we the cult?
Majority share. I like the way this guy thinks.
Mercer, you could be the new Baron.
I don't know if you want this whole cadre. And that's see, I'll tell you that.
He can't be the priest and the Baron. That's too much responsibility.
Too much power for one man.
I'm pretty sure there's a term for that.
What's the term?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or maybe Jerry's the best person for the role, being a local.
Here in Barovia, we've had a separation of church and state for many years.
Where's
In their
Irina
constitution.
the whole time, by the way?
Irina would be with you.
Okay.
You could tell that she is definitely mourning the loss of Lucian. Like, even going back to the church, you could tell it's really difficult for her. She does share, kind of with Tobias and with Jerry, you know, how Lucian, like, as she's kind of reminiscing about Lucian, she does kind of reshare the story of how the person who is now the Baron's right-hand man, Isaac, how she learned that he is actually her real brother. The story is that she basically lived, and she's actually from Vallaki. Her family, her 2 parents, her dad and her uncle went on a hunting trip with her brother and her. And that is when some wolves came and attacked, and she got separated from them. And she actually wandered from Vallaki all the way to the village of Barovia, where her other brother, Ismark, obviously not her real brother, her adopted brother, Ismark, and the burgomaster.
Ismark?
Yeah, Ismark.
Ismark? Okay.
Yeah. The burgomaster, obviously, who passed away in the village of Barovia, was her basically adopted father. And Lucian, when you guys arrived here in Vallaki, was the one that immediately recognized her as being that lost child that went missing all those years ago. And so she kind of, it really hits home for her because this is the person that kind of gave her back her identity. She obviously knew that she was adopted. Her dad had told her, and you know, her brother treated her like his real sister. But this was like a very real moment where she finally learned who she was actually like where she actually belonged. And now that things are kind of going south, you can see it's hitting her pretty hard.
And who's her real father?
He's a man that's now passed from Vallaki.
Okay. And Ismark is the Baron's right-hand man.
Isaac is the Baron's right hand.
Isaac.
Ismark is his name's Ismark the Lesser. He is now the burgomaster of the village of Barovia because his father passed. So he's the one that asked you to protect her, and said that he couldn't keep her safe here anymore in the village, which is why you've been kind of protecting Irene all this time.
Classic Lessers. Should have been a great.
So what would you guys like to do?
Do we want to search this church and secure it?
I think so.
Yes.
I mean, we got 7 hours to kill, right?
True.
I don't think anyone's been upstairs yet. Train would go up.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Check the
Yeah, I'll go
spiral
upstairs.
staircase.
Cool. You guys should be able to, if everything's working properly, you should be able to just go in and click the little button.
Oh yeah.
Go to the
It's
next
lightning
floor.
fast too.
Got you guys. Cool. Yeah, as you make your way up to the second floor, this is kind of the view that you would see. Call it second floor. There you go. Show players. Hopefully that works. So as you make your way upstairs, you do see what appears to be a ladder on the far end side that leads up to the next floor. There is a door as well that seems to be closed. Upon opening it, you see what appears to be Lucian's old bedroom. I'll drag you through here so you can see it. There's very little in this room. There's very little comfort. There is literally just a bed.
Does there look like there might be anything of significance to this man?
Not that you could tell. You could tell just based on the way that this room is configured and the fact that there's literally only a bed that this man led a life of solitude. There is very little in here. And yeah, you can tell that he was likely a very lonely man, which is why when you all arrived, he invited you to stay here. And, to kind of, you think, keep him company.
It's a little more festive than my room at home, but it's not too bad.
Is there on the right side? Is there a ladder?
There is. Yeah. If you actually, same thing. If you drag yourself to like this space here, you should be able to click the little button.
It won't let me drag myself there.
You might have to go on the outside.
Ooh. She's toyed up here.
Yeah. It's very. It's very
It's
claustrophobic.
The steeple.
As you enter, exactly, it is a steeple. You could tell that there is, as you look around, and as the daylight is starting to kind of set in, again, you notice more and more people gathering in and around the streets, going about their business, you can tell this is just, a place to get a really good viewpoint in and around the village. I'll actually just share just a brand here. Kind of what you see.
In the middle, is that a bell?
It is, yep.
Okay, is there anything like inscribed on the bell?
There is not. It just seems like an ordinary brass bell.
Looking out over the village, aside from that beautiful shot you gave us, do we notice anything out of place? Anyone looking suspicious in the streets or anything?
Roll a perception check. As you're looking around, and I'll go with your passive perception, as you're looking around, you do not really see anybody. Wait, your passive perception is 16? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you would actually notice amongst the crowd of people walking by, the old man from the bar does kind of catch your eye. He's not looking over towards you or looking up at you. He's just walking on the street, but he is somebody you recognize it.
Yeah.
Question. Oh.
No, you do your thing.
Does it look like the priest was up here? Is there any evidence of somebody being up here before? Like, does it look like somebody was up here looking out the windows? And if so, any specific window they might have been looking out of more than another one?
Roll an investigation check.
Damn, that's astute.
You can tell.
16.
Yep. In this case, since you're like actively looking, I'll go with that roll. But either way, as you're looking, you do notice that yes, it does seem like somebody came up here often, which kind of surprised you. I mean, Lucian is not a young man. You can imagine this, would take some actual effort to come up here. I mean, it's not a simple staircase. It's a very steep ladder. And yeah, as you're looking around, you notice that unlike his bedroom, this place is actually much more furnished. I mean, there's a chair, obviously, which you imagine he probably sat in, kind of looked out, in between sermons. You don't notice really any specific window that, he would have maybe been looking out at, but you do notice that, yes, there is, like, usage on pretty much all of the windows. They all open, and there's kind of like, the bottom panel of a window. These ones specifically open outward. You could tell there's, like, they've like ground away as they've been opened and closed repeatedly.
Have we heard the bell since we got to Vallaki? Like, has it rung for anything?
Yeah. You think that it's usually rang for sermons. It has obviously not rang since yesterday's fight.
Okay. Train's been curious about our neighbor in the inn since we saw him last night. Catching him on the street again here, I would actually like to run down and introduce myself. And actually, I invite the party to just like, hey guys, did you notice anything weird about the person renting out the room next to us?
He seems to be up a lot.
Seems like he stayed up all night, and I don't know if he's writing a book or he's been writing messages to people, but when we left this morning, I could hear him just like viciously scribing away in his room. I don't know, he strikes me as odd, and I just seen him walking around down below, and I think it might be a good idea to see, knowing that there's cults and subterfuge and all of this going on around town. I think this guy might be worth having a chat with.
Maybe we should see where he's going before we talk to him.
I'm all about sneaking and seeing what he's up to. I think that's a great idea.
I mean, this is pretty early to be up. What kind of people would be up this early?
What's wrong with being up this early?
We're
only
here
the
burning
freaks.
Vampires in a graveyard, so.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think he's doing something equivalent,
He might just be an early bird.
I don't trust early birds.
Yeah. Would you like to?
It'll make you a pretty good dinner, I'll tell you that.
I don't know if any of you guys would like to come. Tobias, I think you've got the right idea. Aegon, if you could like stay to the rooftops and stay out of sight that way.
Can we still see him?
He's almost out of sight. So you need to make a decision pretty quick if you want to.
Aegon jumps out the window and opens his wings and starts flying. Pretty high.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Ooh, that's not great.
That's at disadvantage with your armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will remind you, I mean, they know things to be flying in the air to be pretty dangerous. So hopefully the stealth roll is pretty good. Otherwise you might scare half of Vallaki. Okay. Cool. So you're just flying in the air, you're kind of following him along? Like you're just following him?
Yeah, I'm pretty high up in the air, but just kind of following along so the others know like the direction that he's heading, so we can keep tabs on him.
Cool.
Train pulls out his trusty rope and grapple hook and just hooks it on the windowsill and descends his rope, trying to keep up with Aegon.
The key, Aegon, is to stay one back and one to the left. That way they never know.
Well, and 2 to the up, right?
2 to the up. Yeah.
And 2 to the up. Yeah.
And 5
All
down.
right. So is anybody is everyone going with
3.
Train?
They're root of 2.
Yeah, Jerry would definitely follow.
I'll go train. Yeah, definitely.
Are you guys also climbing out of the window, or are you going down the ladder?
Unfortunately, yes.
Also, unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Roll either acrobatics or athletics. Because Train has second story work, so he can make it.
I actually don't have that anymore.
Oh, I lied. Okay, that's not ideal.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it is not. Tobias, do you want to roll a dex saving throw for me to see if you can
No, I don't want to.
grab onto the ledge or fall very far? Okay. As you descend, Jerry and Train, you both safely make it to the ground. The grapple hook seems locked in place pretty good, but Tobias, as you get literally just on the rope, you kind of hear what sounds like a quick snap, and you think perhaps part of the grappling hook kind of snaps away as you go tumbling down. As you do, though, you do manage to grab on to the second story roof, and you kind of slide down, not as gracefully as you would have hoped. You do fall, you do take a little bit of damage, but not as much as you could have. You take 5 points of damage as you hit the cobbled streets below the church, but I imagine you maybe try to look graceful doing it.
No, not at all.
I would just like to turn to Sid and be like, did they forget that we have stairs?
Cool.
We had 21. I don't have any. I shouldn't have any damage.
You were too shy, I think. I think you're at 24.
Really? From
So
what?
you're at 19. I think you were at 24. I thought.
Okay.
Oh no, you didn't take any damage last time.
I didn't take any damage, and then we had a long rest.
You don't heal on long rest though.
No, but I mean, I took no damage anyway, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why you had 2 damage. That's all good.
I think we were testing.
So, where piece of my old busted grapple hook and rope.
Hey, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
No worries. So where it's broken, I kind of pull out like a spring and some twine, and I do my best to fix my grapple hook. But as we're walking, as we're kind of going towards our neighbor there, I pull a few other like pieces out of my pocket and just kind of like look at it and nod to myself and say, I can make that work. And I put everything back in my pocket for now.
All right. I'm gonna put you guys on the scene here, as I imagine you're following this man.
Where is he?
He is right here. Hopefully you guys can see him.
There we go. Yeah.
And I'm imagining Sid, as well as Sharp Eye, are with you guys. They're just not gonna be actively.
I was gonna ask what happened to Sharp Eye.
Yeah. So he's still with you guys, and so is Irina. And so yeah, you guys came from down this way, down to the south, heading north.
Perfect. I'm just doing my best to keep breaking eye contact between myself and him. Just seeing what direction he's going in and staying out of sight.
Okay. So you guys are just following along?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone roll a stealth check.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Nat 20!
Is that your second nat 20 today?
Okay. Great, Jerry. I expected that.
He's not a very subterfuge guy.
Mercer, do you want to just roll a stealth check as well? Oh. Fortunate. With the disadvantage. Roll one for Sid as well.
Good. That's a good roll for disadvantage.
Yeah. Better roll. No, I think I'm just waiting on Mercer to don't know if he's muted or not. I'll roll for him here. But some not so great rolls so far. Okay. Yeah, as you follow, you do notice that he starts to head east along the city streets. He gets to about the market square, at which point he kind of just stands there and doesn't move anymore. He's just kind of looking around.
Is there anyone else near him?
There's no one else. Well, there's lots of people like crossing by and walking past him, but no one specifically that you see like that comes up to him or anything. No.
Okay.
Does he look like he's looking at anything in particular, or just?
No, he's just looking around.
I would like to try and get within earshot to see if he's saying anything. Would I be able to? Is this just open, like straight through? He can see straight through there.
Yeah, it's like a canopy cover.
Okay, I'll hide behind this barrel, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be saying anything. He's literally just standing there. He's kind of just looking around, watching as people pass. He appears to be just people watching.
Standing in the middle of the road?
He's like not like in the middle of the road. He's like in the middle of the town square. I can move you guys to the town square so you can kind of get overview of that. Let's see here. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, he's just standing kind of just off the side, like in a huge kind of town square. Not a huge town square, a town square.
Okay. Well, maybe we just introduce ourselves.
I think we might have been had either way.
Yeah, he probably knows we're here. Yeah, train kind of gets up from behind there and walks out to the town square, trying to make it obvious that I'm not just there for him, but he probably knows that already. So, hail, stranger. I believe we're neighbors.
Neighbors, you say? I haven't seen you. Who might you be?
Name's Reeves. I'm staying at the Blue Water Inn.
Ah, Blue Water Inn. Yes. The Martikovs are very nice people.
Yeah. What brings you to the Vallaki?
Wow. Wouldn't believe it even if I told you.
Oh, I've seen and heard some wild things these past few days. So why don't you try me? It's still early. I'd love to hear a story.
You see, my name is Octavio, and well, I'm a carnival ringmaster from a very distant land.
Should that name be familiar? I feel like that rings a bell. Have we heard his name before?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I somehow got stuck in a building.
Nice. Got you.
Interesting. The carnival ringmaster. So what duties does that entail?
Well, I've been traveling the lands. Thought this a nice place to stay, and well, I'm just staying here for a few months and working on some new acts. You may have seen my cart. It's out, well, just in the stockyards. Found a nice parking place for it.
Oh, that's great. Were the roads? How are the roads? Is your cart still in good shape?
Cart's in fairly good shape. How have you found your time at the Blue Water Inn?
Aside from a shortage of ale and wine, they've been very hospitable to me and my party.
Yes, to me as well, although They didn't let my monkey stay. I gave him away, though, to a good home.
What was the monkey's name now?
Piccolo.
Oh, do you mean Piccolo?
Yes, Piccolo, my dear old friend. I do hope to get him back one of these days, but like I said, the Mardikovs, as nice of people as they are, well, he wasn't welcome, unfortunately.
That's too bad. How long have you and Piccolo been traveling together?
Many years. Interesting that you knew him. You must know the toy maker then.
Yes, actually, we stopped to visit the toy maker when we came to town. We actually came to town with a few refugee children, and we thought it'd be nice to give them some gifts as we brought them to the orphanage.
Oh, that's very nice of you. And as you look, you do notice he's got like kind of a little pouch. There appears to be some apples, as well as what you assume to be some meat in there. He says, I'm just actually on the way to, the toy maker's shop. These apples and, well, this wolf steak is, well, you know, he's a portly man. He likes his food.
Did you say wolf steak?
Yeah.
And when I look down, I don't see any pastry.
You do not see any pastries.
Good to know.
You said you were working on a new act. What type of act?
Well, if I gave away my secrets, they wouldn't be secrets now, would they? I don't like to give away my trade secrets, but I can tell you, it will be unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Are you planning on performing this act at the festival today?
Oh, unfortunately not. I fear I'm otherwise preoccupied, but the Baron, I'm sure he'll have lots of acts.
Do you have any recommendations on who we should be watching, or anything that is good to check out during the festival?
No, I was just on the way to the toy maker, and I thought, I would just see what activities there would be here in the square. Although it seems like it's awfully quiet. I do hope they pick up. It's still early, of course.
Yeah, this town needs reason to celebrate right now, so don't think that today is a good representation of what this place is normally like.
I did hear about the priest. Father Lucian was his name, I believe.
Great man.
Yes. You know, I came across a man once. He was broken. His wife and son, well, they'd been murdered by creatures of the night, and soon, well, their son, he had not really ceased living. He was an undead. I pray that doesn't happen to Father Lucian. Interestingly, the father, well, he was tasked with a choice no father should ever have to make. The boy pleaded, and, well, he wished to live on. Yeah, the man, he knew what sort of creature his son would develop into, and, well, at such a point he had no care for his own life, no worries. It was his friends, his family, his neighbors, his adversaries. He had to consider an impossible decision. That's when he did it. Plunged a stake straight through his son's heart. The very same countrymen called that man a monster, but what choice did he have?
Plunging a stake through the heart of the undead, is that some kind of a ritual where this man was from?
It is said you plunge a stake through a monster as such, and, well, it ceases to live.
That's good information to have in these parts. It seems the undead are more numerous by the day.
What would you have done?
Well, I mean, you said it yourself. It's an impossible decision, and I think it's one you can only make when faced with that reality.
Alas, that was not the end to the man's tale. With nothing left in his life but ash, the man sought out who sold his family to the creature of the night. Of course they pleaded for their lives. The money was too good, the monsters too fearsome to refuse. The man cared not. He pulled forth a blade and lunged. But then he heard from the other room the cry of a young child, a little girl. Another impossible choice. And though his own son was dead, the man was still a father.
Does it seem like this guy's talking about himself?
Roll an insight check. You think there's definitely references in the words he's using as he describes what's happening.
I think we can all understand that that need for vengeance when our families are attacked in such a way. I can't say I blame the man for living that life in response to being faced with that choice.
Yes. Well, I must be going. It was a pleasure meeting you, and well, you can tell your other friends, your loud friends. I heard them a few streets back. Not sure why you're following me, but that's all right. The toy maker, he's this way, correct? And he's like pointing east. And I'll pull up the map here so you guys. That is a different map. That is the world map. Let's pull up the actual map. There you go. This is the actual map. You guys are currently right about here.
And he points east?
He is pointing this way.
Okay. I correct him. I say you're looking for the toy maker. He's this way, and I point west. I say you're not actually not too far from here. And
you're right. Must be too early in the morning. I got lost. Well, thank you for the directions. I hope to see you all at the festival. I like I mentioned, I have some matters to attend to, but I do hope to be there later on in the day.
Was he? Do I get a feeling that he was testing us in some way or playing with us by doing that?
Roll an insight check.
I cannot from this screen.
And so your question is if he's toying with you in the sense that you think that he like would walk past where he was going, or like what part?
Like he knew that where it was, and he was just
almost like he exactly. Did he know where Blinsky was, and he pointed that way?
Well, you know he's been there before, because his monkey is there.
Yeah, which is why I find that suspicious, and I feel like maybe he was testing us by doing that. Just to see if we would correct him, or if we knew the town. Maybe he didn't believe our story about us being here for...
Yeah, you're not entirely sure, but yeah, those are all reasonable suspicions.
All right. Well, farewell. Say hello to the toy maker for us, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah, and he kind of takes his big hat off and says good day to you. I'll share his picture just so you have it. Although he's not carrying a book. He's just carrying apples. A steak.
Oh, he said he was... What was he writing? He was preparing an act?
Yeah. He says he is a ringmaster and that he's from a distant land for the carnival. What would you guys like to see?
thought I was being a little bit more stealthy than I was. Sorry, Train. You did fall off a building, though.
I just chuckle. I don't chuckle. I just look down at my pocket or my bag where my broken grapple hook is and sigh.
What would you guys like to do?
Cult question mark or some other quest you guys want to take care of?
I'm not with you. I'm
You're-
sorry for the AFK.
No, you're
but
okay.
I'm at the church still.
Okay. So you've stayed at the church?
I would be using my pigments to create solid iron shutters. Decorated, of course, for Lathander around the windows on the first floor. They can easily be shut and latched.
Okay.
So, like, basically spending my time doing that, trying to create, like, refixing doors and using the pigments to create whatever I need to fix doors, fortify, you know, and just fill in all the cracks and crevices.
Okay. Very cool. What's everyone else up to?
Well, I guess right now we're just standing in the middle of the square. Where was this cult, Aegon, that you said?
Aegon had to leave, but he would tell you it's at the Watchster House.
The Watchster House. Any other
Do we know where
you
that's
guys
at?
want to get done? Or?
He would have told. You should be able to see on the map now. He would have told you where it is. Would have given you rough directions. So it is here on the map.
Oh gosh, where was that? Sorry, I didn't see it.
It's still there.
Oh, I see now. Thanks. Yeah, I guess we can head there if you guys don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, it's not too far. I'd tag along whatever you guys want to do.
I'd hope you come get me first.
Buy us up to.
We could stop by the church.
I still want to go back to the church and actually really check it out. Prepare for it before we get to another night. I think it's important that we have a place where we feel defended against anything else that may happen here.
True.
You're right, the basement.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
We could also try to find out why the bones worked before, but not now.
I don't
have a
think
theory about that, but I don't know if Jerry would have a theory about that.
Mercer would have told you that in his frustration, and I guarantee his rants throughout the day of the old man mumbling to himself, that the bones never worked. They were just, it was a hope thing. It was just a placebo.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's go back to the church.
You guys just searching the basement?
Might as well. I don't think we've opened any of those doors.
All the windows have like decorative, like iron, like shutters, like solid iron shutters that can be closed and latched from the inside, protecting us from like anything jumping through the windows at us. They're still nice and, you know, religious, and they match the church vibe, but, you know, they're solid. I believe I can create things that have a hinge or a latch for mechanical difficulty with those pigments.
You can make a door.
So the
Make a
first
lot of
floor
that stuff.
is fortified.
Cool.
Hopefully.
All right.
On our way back in, whenever I see Mercer, I immediately tell him, "Hey, nice interior decorating. I love what you've done with the place."
I minored it in college. Don't get to use it much these days.
As you enter back into the basement, you search kind of all the side rooms, and there doesn't appear to be anything of value. You notice, obviously, lots of different graves. The place itself does seem quite worn down and run down, just like it did when you came down here the first time. You could tell that likely, by himself, Father Lucian just kind of neglected this area of the church and focused his time upstairs. A lot of the graves here you think are just valuable members of the community of Wallachia, although a lot of them do not have engravings on them, and a lot of them that do, they've been kind of just worn away to time. There doesn't appear to be anyone recent
tell
that's
any
buried in
religious
crypts.
significance?
Sorry?
Would I be able to tell any religious significance based off of where they are placed in the tombs?
Roll a religion check. You're not entirely sure, but what you do know is that you think, you know, how strong Father Lucian preached about the Morning Lord. You think that most people in general in Vallaki definitely believe in Lathander. You notice on some of the walls, again, although faded and mostly lost to time, you do notice a like large sun, like a carving of a sun that's been put into like the side of the wall, and it's got, well, exactly what you'd imagine, a large sun, and below that appears to be like rolling hills, but the hills have been kind of made out of these triangular green stones to kind of make up the rolling hills. But unfortunately, there's nothing that really tells you, you know, like the significance of any of them. But you do know, just in general, that everyone believes in Lathander.
Alright. Aegon, you wanted some of those. Aegon's not here. Shit. I was gonna give him. I know he wanted some of those pigments. Wanted to make sure I gave him at least one of those.
What are you at, 2 now?
I should have 3.
Well, you made the tomb with 1, and now you've made the iron bars with.
Well, I can
second,
have. I
right?
can do up to 100 feet, 100 square feet in it with 1 jar.
Oh, does it work like that?
There's
there's like
it's a certain
Mountain
volume.
Dew,
Yeah,
a
like
certain volume.
cubic meters, I think that.
You better be drawing some diagrams.
I know. I used probably a good amount on creating the tomb for the father and the bones, but and for the shutters upstairs. So I would have to leave that up to DM discretion of how much I have left.
So it says it can cover quite a lot, 1,000 square feet. So I think you probably still have a little bit left in this, even in the first one.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right.
I don't see the battle map or anything, but I remember there was a bunch of doors down there. I'd like to open the first one on the left.
Yeah, no, you add like as you search. I can move you guys down there, but as you search them, that's what you find. You find a bunch of graves here.
Oh, just like nothing. Oh, okay, I got you. Sweet.
There's nothing of danger. I'll throw you guys on here just for the sake of time. I'll open all the doors here just so you guys can move around and take a look if you want. But yeah, there's nothing of significance that you necessarily find.
Fine by me.
What's that dead thing?
That is Father Lucian in his coffin.
No.
It's a nice coffin. It's the best coffin you've ever seen.
I'm gonna harvest him for some essence.
You're the humanoid. Would you like to actually do that?
No, I would not.
Okay. I'd let you. I mean,
Mercer might not.
yeah.
I wasn't thinking about whether you would. I'm thinking about whether he would.
I would not.
Fair.
I would be very curious, but I'd probably let it happen.
Yeah, Train wouldn't step in. He'd be disgusted, but he wouldn't step in.
All right. As a new member of the party, what else is there to do? There's the cult. I mean, we got, 5 hours now to the thing? 4 hours?
So, if you guys click on the far left side, yellow pin icon, you can click on the 4th, 5th button, if that says quest log. There's many.
Forgot about that.
Oh, we could ask around about Rudolf van Richten.
I think cult probably takes like first priority.
Yeah, I mean, the wine though.
In sense of like,
what about the wine? That seems like a
so that we level. Feel like
And the wine is actually one of the ones that you heard about a long time ago.
Yeah.
Starting to become a problem. You all do know that a lot of, to us it's probably a silly thing, but you know, to the people of Barovia, most not most, a lot of them you think only continue living because there's wine. Like, this is a miserable, miserable place. And currently, you know, there's no way for them to get any. Like, there's no more coming in.
Have we completed the bones of Saint Andrew?
Yes, you have.
Hooray!
It said next under it.
I've updated it now.
Boom.
Oh.
Knock that quest off.
Mark
Bone
it.
grinder. The winery is like a day's travel though, right?
The winery is quite far. Yep.
But I feel like the town really needs it. They're out. They are totally out of alcohol. I feel like.
Which one might get us more allies? Bringing wine or dealing with a cult?
Well, we got to be in town for the festival too soon, so I don't think the wine's gonna be a now thing.
Right.
So I vote cult.
Wine in the morning, cult today, and if we have any time afterwards, we can see what we can hit. But you know,
do we know what's going to be happening during this festival? Hasn't it been weird the way the Baron's been talking about it and kind of forcing everyone to go? Do we think maybe we should do some investigating about the festival while they're setting it up?
I mean, can we do that on the way to the cult?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, can we multitask here? I mean, like, if we're strolling through town, I'm guaranteed they'll be setting up. And if there's a stronger lead than the cult, I say we definitely follow. But I mean, if there's nothing to pull on, then I say we just keep on going.
Keep on keeping on.
Jeff, DM, would there be any place, any library or bookstore in this town?
You haven't necessarily seen one, but you could probably either ask somebody or like go through the streets. But you haven't necessarily seen one. Like the party hasn't necessarily.
One thing I think might be important is it wouldn't take much time looking to see if we can get a copy of that book that we saw in the headmistress's room.
Agreed.
At least a lead to where we could find one.
Well, let's head towards the cult and see if we can find info about that or the festival. Let's do that.
Cool. Is that what everyone wants to do?
Yep.
All right. Let's do that. So you guys are heading to the cult. All right. So with the directions that Aegon gives you, you make your way to one of the houses. That
can I do something real quick before we leave?
Yeah.
Before we leave, I want a ritual cast alarm on the church, on the main entrances of the church, so that when we leave, we know if somebody goes, because it should be locked when we leave, right?
Oh yeah.
That's up to you guys. Yeah, if you want to lock it. It is usually always open. Although, again, you do know.
I mean, we're in charge of it now, so we can do whatever we want.
That's correct.
So right now, church is on lockdown in morning. Father Lucian. Out of respect to him, we're taking the day of reverence.
Should we leave a note on the front door?
We can definitely leave a note on the front door.
Mercer, no judgment one way or another, but are you actually going to be a priest, or is this really just an opportunity for us to get a base of operations?
Right now, it's a base of operations. Whether or not it calls that I need to stay here, I think Mercer, as a character, would be drawn to, one, taking care of the undead, and if it continues to be a problem here, you know, he'll take that charge and take the lead and protect the town as best he can. But, I mean, he does have a main mission, you know. If he can find somebody to replace him, fine. But he's not going to abandon a religious post when people need it most.
Yeah, understood.
Right.
And right now, I'm someone to answer questions. So if someone has questions about the church, they come to me instead of bothering the Baron. That way we know what's going on with the church at all times. It's never going through anybody else. Anything that involves the church goes through me.
Good thinking.
It streamlines our communication, our protection, and our resources.
Now, are any of you doing anything else as you're heading, like, towards the house?
Ask around for a library, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we leave a note to let people know we'll open the church soon.
Yep.
I put alarm around to make sure we know that anybody comes in there and sets anything for us. And then look for a library on the way. The cult.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to roll maybe a investigation check as you're walking around the town, Tobias? See if you can find or figure anything out about any sort of library. Okay. Yeah, you do hear that there's a small bookstore. It is on the very far east side of town. That you think would have a few books, but it's not a very big store.
Is it close to where we're going?
It is. I'll mark it here on the map. It is not, but you could always.
I'm still in the dungeon right now.
Yep, I'll put it on the map here. It is over by the RSX stockyards. It is just a little bit north of them.
And where were we heading?
You are currently heading to the Wachter house. One thing you would also know, the character probably would have shared with you, is that the Baron had a huge library of his own. First room where you met the Baron had a ton of books.
Gary wouldn't know this, but Strahd also had a pretty big library.
So what do you guys like to do?
I guess when we're walking around, just actively keeping an eye out for anybody who might.
Do we see any particular place in town where events for the festival will be happening?
Yeah, you when you were there talking with Rictavio, you did see that people were kind of in the background starting to set up. It looked like market stalls and like some, not necessarily event spaces, but yeah, you did see people busy doing stuff. But yeah, not as much as you would have expected, you think?
Okay. And they're probably still scared shitless.
Yep.
Well, all will be well. Let's go to the cult. Let's go to the Wachter house, was it? Wachter.
Okay. All right. As you approach the house, that is pretty much what you see. You see what appears to be a pretty old and worn down house, covered mostly with vines. Yeah, the gate is currently closed. You think it's quite early in the morning still.
I'd like to try the gate, see if it's unlocked.
Yeah, as you push on the gate, it is, in fact, unlocked.
Oh, beautiful.
Is there anyone around?
Glance. Yeah, is there anyone?
Yeah, there are people walking past on the street, but there's nobody inside that you can see.
Give a quick glance at the party and walk through the gate.
Remember, lads, pretend like you want to be here.
Oh, Jerry is very...
talking.
All right. Jerry wants to kill him, I'll be honest with you. If they're worshipping Strahd, he doesn't want to deal with them at all. But if you want to do the talking, go for it.
As you approach the house and get closer to the front door, you notice the house itself seems almost disgusted with itself. The slouching roof hangs heavy over the furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house more closely, you notice that there's actually groaning coming from the house, like it's creaking under all of the weight. You think perhaps in your head as you walk to the front gate that perhaps that's the way the house communicates, the way that it kind of hates what it's become. You think in times past this was probably a beautiful house here in Vallaki.
Still no sign of anyone in the house?
Not that you can see. Nope.
I'd like to go knock on the door.
My guess would be they're in the basement for fear of it falling down on their heads, huh?
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say they'd rather be in the attic, but that'd probably be more painful.
I'll move you guys to the map here. Let me know if you guys can see it.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you've come through the gate here on the very far left of your screen, towards the front door here.
Well, I would say let Aegon just sort of, if he has the invitation, I would assume he could just sort of, he would know the way in to get back in contact with them, right?
Yeah, he kind of walks up to the front door. He kind of turns around and says, should I knock?
Oh, and before we go in, I'm hiding any reference to any other deity on my body. I'm keeping it hidden. Or keeping
Okay.
it off, like putting it in my bag and like, you know, putting it away. I don't want them to know that I'm a cleric of any kind.
All right.
I'll help Aegon. I'll walk up next to him. I can't move my character for some reason, but I'd walk up next to him and like pat him on the back and say, "Just like this, buddy," and then I'll like show him how to knock on a door.
Okay. You can't move your character, you said?
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know why.
Are you on the right?
Not
You're
so
on the-
great now, are you?
I know.
You might be on quest log. Make sure you're on token controls.
Don't think.
You should be good now. You should be good now. Okay. Cool. Yeah. As you both knock, you wait a few moments, and a strange-looking man, like you hear a couple doors opening. In fact, a strange-looking man answers the door. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, hello, yes. Our friend here, Aegon, he got an invitation for a cult, worshipping Strahd. Is that, are we in the right place?
He kind of looks around. He says, "Did you not get the memo?"
No, like I said, he got the memo. We're his companions.
This is supposed to be a secret cult.
Well, only the 7 of us know about it, so your secret's safe with us.
There's 7 of you?
Uh,
Fine. Come in. Lady Washer is still otherwise preoccupied. But I'm sure she'll be available to chat later on. Come on in.
Have any Kool-Aid?
We do not know of such a brand. We are only selling Pepsi here.
just as good.
I won't take any.
Does he look like a fighter? Does he have like any weaponry on him?
Roll a perception check. As you enter the house itself, you do notice that the front door opens into kind of this narrow vestibule. There's stained glass doors that are kind of hanging in wooden frames. As you enter the hall, as you step right here, for those of you who are entering, you see a wooden staircase that seems to lead up to some sort of balcony. At the foot of the stairs is a landing with 3 stained glass doors in wooden frames. This guy kind of leads you here into this room. The room that you enter here seems to be some sort of dining room. There's a dining table that stretches the length of the room and a crystal chandelier that hangs above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished and the dishes chipped, yet all are quite elegant still. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of lattice work of iron and glass look out into the small, fog-swept estate.
Aegon told us there would be refreshments.
Refreshments will be served later. It is currently 5 in the morning. We are not an inn.
Mercer, I whisper to him and just say, I heard a story once. Don't take anything they offer you to drink. It's a bad idea.
I take care of that.
I'd like to like case the joint basically, but while I'm doing so, like haphazardly ask this man like, So, what's your favorite part of Strahd? Like, as I'm looking around for, I don't even know what I'm looking for, like traps or weaponry. Like, I don't know what to expect here.
Like you're just casually walking around the room?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm just lifting up rugs and like looking behind furniture and shit, just like super cautiously, like so.
Just kicking the tires.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. Roll with disadvantage though, since you're kind of just meandering about.
Absolutely. Rolling manual. Sorry, I don't know if I did manual or advantage or disadvantage, but take the lower. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, as you look, you don't really notice anything that stands out to you. Like I said, you do notice that, at least from the glassware, the silverware, the plates, you do think that at some point this was likely a very fancy place, but you think a lot of time is, not done kindly to the stuff that's in here. Similar to the house, but you don't find anything kind of out of the ordinary.
Did he decide what his favorite part of Strahd is?
Yeah, he actually says, well, just like hopefully the rest of you, remember that it's, well, a fool to continue to pray to the gods. My favorite part of Strahd, you ask? It's that for all of us that feel abandoned here in Barovia, the one person who has not abandoned us is Strahd. He is our savior. He stands by all of his people.
When he says savior, I kind of wince, but I try and hide it.
Okay.
I like his cheekbones. They're nice.
He does have, well, a nice face to look at. You are right. Have you ever met the man?
I've had the pleasure.
You must be a lucky man. I do wish one day to meet him as well.
He invited me over for dinner once.
Dinner invitation from Strahd, personally?
Personally.
And you have not accepted this dinner invitation?
It's for some time in the future.
Oh. Wow. That's alright. Strahd is eternal. He's been there for centuries. I'm sure sometime in the future will come soon.
I mean, look at me. I don't have much future left.
He kind
I
of
was the
just
way you swing that grappling hook.
I look
says,
down at
well,
my bag again, sadly.
Make yourselves at home. Do stay on this side. I have other matters to attend to. Lady Fiona will be by in about 20 minutes or so, I'm sure.
Wait, before you go, what do we call ourselves?
Ourselves. Have you gone through the initiation already?
I assumed you were just letting people in. You opened the door for us.
Yes, open the door is one thing, but there is an initiation. We do call ourselves, well, a variety of names, but the one you can call us, we are the group of blackness.
Do we get outfits?
Yes, the robes I wear, they may be yours if you pass the initiation.
Now, do we have to pay for those robes? Or do they come out of, like, some sort of, cult fund?
Health benefits?
Lady Fiona has quite the funds. She'll provide them free of charge, assuming you, of course, uphold the highest of standards we have for a cult. I mean, group.
Cult's fine. We go by cult.
And just how many religious holidays are we speaking?
There is no time off here in Barovia. You know just as well as I do.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, leave us, sir, and let us prepare to meet our leader? Question mark?
Yeah, he kind of nods.
Okay, cool.
Make me your leader.
I would like to immediately investigate this door over here.
Okay. What are you investigating about it?
I'm just walking in.
You walk in, roll a dex. No, I'm just kidding. As you walk in, you see a den of sorts. There's wood paneling embroidered rugs, colorful furnishing, and a blazing fire that makes this chamber feel almost like home. Mounted above the mantel is an elk's head. Across from the hearth, tall and slender windows look out over the now dead gardens.
Now, he said to stay on this side. Does that mean like the west side of the hallway?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So we can go. Oh, so we can go anywhere up here.
Does this fireplace connect to the other side of the fireplace?
It does.
So I can like crawl through if I wanted to. Not that I will, just curious.
If you would like to, you definitely could. Try.
Okay, I guess that's all I wanted from that room. There's a room in there. It looks quite nice. I didn't really look too hard, but you know, no threats.
Train is going to do an obligatory scan of that den for anything that would fit in his pockets that is worth gold.
Cool. Yeah, roll investigation check.
I gave it an ocular pat down.
That's a good check.
Nice. As you look around, you don't really find anything of note. This looks like an ordinary... actually, I lied. The one thing you do find of note appears to be like a golden goblet. Other than that, there's nothing else. But there is a golden goblet, which you think could be worth some value. It's got the same elk that's hanging above the fireplace is engraved in the side of it.
Does it look ceremonial?
It looks perhaps ceremonial. Also looks like a family heirloom.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it where it is, because I feel like they'll notice it if we're gonna spend any kind of time here.
Cool.
But I may come back and get it.
Hey, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
There's a door up here you haven't checked.
Oh my God, you're right. And I'll haul ass over here and open the. Oh, hello.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh God. Okay. This could be disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not too bad on my first one. Oh, nat 20 in the second one. Fuck you, disadvantage.
13. Okay, as you perhaps almost go barreling into this room, as you turn the corner, like as you look and peer inside, you do see what you think are likely helpers, servants. The furniture in this room is definitely bereft of any imagination. There's just 4 simple beds with simple wooden chests. You see what appears to be, 4 people sleeping in the beds.
Are they armed?
Would you like to go closer and check?
Arms?
Yeah, I would like to. I have an 8 intelligence. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I would do that. Hold on. Yes, I would like to do that.
Wonderful. Roll, I guess, a sleight of hand check, or an investigation if you're just looking around what you can see. Sleight of hand if you're gonna see if they're currently armed.
That is a 2.
Okay. As you're looking around, you don't really see anything specific that catches your eye. You don't see any weapons.
Okay. But are they sleeping or?
They are currently sleeping.
Okay. I'd like to, I guess, turn to Tobias and say, kind of use my hand motions. And how many of them do I see? Just those 3 that I can see?
4. There's 4.
4. Yeah, I hold up 4, and then I make a threat floating motion, and then I point at them, and I'm questioning what to do. I'm frantically there's people in there, but quietly.
I say no. I make this motion with
you make the throat slitting motion?
No. No. Stop.
Okay, I will try and quietly close the door back, I gught.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh God. You're just really testing Jerry at his absolute limits today.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're here to do. Nice. Yeah, you probably even without looking, you just very quietly close the door. Almost to the point where you don't even know if it's closed. That's how quietly you closed it.
Yeah, and I'll kind of sulk back to the group and in hushed tones now say there's people over there. I don't know if they're armed. I'm really bad eyesight right now.
At least we know more about who's in this house.
If they're on this side, they're probably not a threat. They're keeping us away from the east side of the house. The servants sleep over here. Seems to me they're keeping them distant from their business.
Well, should we go to the west side then?
Are we on the west side?
Or east? You know, directions was never my strong suit.
West.
West. Should we go to the west side?
Maybe not all of us, but...
What are you trying to say?
I think Mercer, Aegon, and Jerry should all sneak on the east side.
Yeah, just the most comical group. Oh god.
Cool. So you guys are sneaking to the east side?
I mean, unless someone stops me, I guess I would try to. Tobias, are you like insinuating that I shouldn't go sneak around?
I think maybe the stealthy. I mean,
we're just gonna go to his go-to old guy excuse. So if he gets caught,
looking for somewhere to poop.
Looking for somewhere to poop.
That's,
yeah, I'd like to...
not a bad idea. But I mean, if 3 people are looking for somewhere to poop at the same time, that's a little suspicious.
Hey, but if I have to poop and y'all have to pee, and I said I have to take a shit, and y'all, speaking of which, I gotta take a piss, we're all looking for the same place, all right?
Oh, this is a cult. We're a party of a cult. All we do is group poops.
That's right, the group poop cult.
I mean, I'm okay with the group poop excuse.
I mean, speaking of group pooping, we did that in swim team. We would play battle shits. You ever play battle shits?
Never.
I think Jerry's about to.
It's pretty fun. I'll explain it later.
All right, let's battle shits our way over to the east side.
Group pooping before a swim meet.
How much time until Fiona allegedly arrives?
You
Jeff?
think perhaps only just a few minutes.
Oh.
All right, I will.
Might as well just wait it out if it's just gonna be a few minutes. I mean, we're not gonna be able to see or do anything of significant value in that amount of time.
We could go ask the servants where the bathroom is.
I mean, do you really want to wake them up at 5:30 to ask them where the bathroom?
Is Mercer really asking me that right now?
No, I'm asking you that right now.
Yeah, it's true. That's something Mercer would do. Yeah, let's just wait for Fiona then, if she's like a few minutes away.
Okay. Yeah, I will undo that then. Yeah, as you wait a few minutes, you do hear some footsteps that approach the dining room that you're in now. The same man who was there earlier, does come walking in and kind of just goes and stands by this door, and you see as he walks over, he kind of grabs the door handle and closes it. A few moments later, a lady that none of you have ever seen before comes walking into the room. She looks something like this. She says, I see you've all got word. Welcome. She kind of walks up to here and she kind of just glares down at you, almost as if... spot.
As if what, sorry?
As if you're in her spot.
I kind of get the feeling of that. I get up, gesture to the couch, and I sit on this love seat.
Okay. Yeah, she comes walking in, sits down, and again, after a few minutes, a few more men, all similarly dressed, as well as what appear to be a handful of guards that you think perhaps protect the estate, also come walking. And I'll make them visible here so you can see them.
How threatening do these guards look?
They don't look super threatening. They appear, you think, to be similar to... well, you wouldn't. You as a player would know. Jerry probably wouldn't know. They seem similar to like the commoners that were walking on the road on the way to Castle Ravenloft with the Great Jerry.
Okay.
Like just not very well trained, but basically just commoners with pitchforks.
Nope.
As you enter, she says, well, I see my word got through to Aegon. I was surprised after our last conversation that he's come back and you've agreed to join us.
Yeah, unfortunately he's gone mute since then, but yeah, we're looking to join the devil cult, or the Strahd cult. Sorry.
We've spent enough time with the Baron to know that he should no longer be in control of Vallaki, and we think if someone's ready to step up and take that task, then we're here to support them and worship Strahd.
Very good, very good. Well, if you are all ready, then perhaps we take this business downstairs. I thought convincing you would be, well, a little bit more difficult.
Well, now, hold on now. Why are you doing this, or you know?
What would you like to do with the town once you're in control?
Right, exactly. What's your end game here, lady?
I mean, you spent all this time preparing for your convincing arguments. Maybe we should hear them anyways.
Yeah, it's such a waste if you don't use them.
Huh. Well, you do flatter me. Listen, I started a book club, we'll call it, many months back. And, well, as word got out, more and more locals decided to come join me. Our family, the Wachter family, we've been nobles here in Vallaki for hundreds of years. And the problem with the Baron is that he takes no action. He just claims to have victories and, well, he doesn't have the balls to actually make anything happen. He continues to host festivals and waste all of Vallaki's money in search of something that is unnecessary. To protect Vallaki from Strahd, we need protecting from the Baron. His ideas have, well, separated all of our people here in Vallaki. Have you seen anyone that genuinely looks happy? Or they only pretend to be happy just as a guise to act? They fear for their lives. I'm sure you've heard of the shoemaker going missing. Well, that's only because the shoemaker didn't put his smile on in the morning.
How would you feel if we told you you could rescue the shoemaker?
I have no plans to rescue the shoemaker.
So how do you think you can make this town happier than the Baron can?
I do not wish to make the town happier than the Baron can. The Baron has made it as happy as it can be. What we need to do is accept the fact that I was going to say accept the fact that Strahd is not just our lord, he is the lord. He is not simply of Barovia, he's not just from here, he is Barovia. Without him, we have nothing. He's more than just an enforcer of laws. He's our savior, the chosen one.
Inspiring. Truly.
Gary's like avoiding eye contact at all costs right now.
What's Mercer's reaction to all this?
He's trying his hardest to keep his mouth shut.
So what does this mean for all the townspeople then? What's your plan for them?
Well, they can continue to live here, but unlike that weak man, Father Lucian, we cannot continue to believe in fairy tales. Strahd is a god that we can see, a Strahd that takes action. He's not just a man. It's our belief that You would not deny all of our people anything that they would wish. And so with that, those that believe in gods that are not from Barovia, they are no longer going to be welcome here in Vallaki.
Mercer's just gonna stand up really quick in like anger and just like slam his fist on the table.
Yes, exactly, Mercer. We agree, but something needs to be done about these other gods.
Yeah, I look at Mercer with like a stern look, and I just shake my head no, and I try and mouth the word like so.
No, you're right. I'm done. I'm convinced.
Yeah, let's why don't we take this party downstairs?
I think you're right. Let's take this party downstairs and get it done.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Absolutely.
Very well. She kind of stands up very gracefully and leads the way. All of her guards follow her as well. If you want to follow her, she will give you.
I will stay as close to her as possible the whole time.
Okay. As you enter this room, she leads you to what you believe to be some sort of kitchen. She continues here into, again, what looks like a very just plain old storage room. It's full of crates, clothing. You notice that there are empty wine barrels. They also have the name Wizard of Wines Winery emblazoned on them. The wine itself is called Red Dragon Crush, should anyone care.
Are those full?
She leads you into the hallway here and down into a very small... Oh, I can't grab her. There we go. To a very small closet. Not all of you can fit in here at this present time. But as she leads you into the closet, there appears to be servant coats and aprons that hang from hooks in this room. There's boots that are neatly lined up against the wall. And that's when she kind of pushes past you, Jerry, and pushes in the closet behind some of the coats, as a secret door is hidden in the closet.
As I'm walking by these barrels, I just wanna tap one, give it a good punch to see if it's full or empty.
It is fully empty.
Fully empty. Good to know.
It's fully empty.
Yeah. With that, if you just drag yourself into there, I can make you guys disappear.
Ooh, the music.
For my next trick.
I'll turn it down a little bit. Go.
Meow.
All right. And I'm just gonna put Sid here so that everyone can see. Cool. So as you enter the secret staircase, iron torch lights cling to the wall of the stone staircase. It cuts through the heart of the house as you descend a few flights of stairs. As you make your way to the landing, Mercer, Fiona and her crew is also up here. Here. As you make your way to here, she kind of turns to you and says, "Welcome. This is the cellar's entrance." And as you look up, you see a slanted wooden cellar door with an iron pull ring and iron hinges that stands against the foundation of the house. Right where you are itself, Train, you see that this cellar has a dirt floor, and obviously the steps that go up is where you came from. You notice that tracks in the earth lead from one of the staircase to the other, and that others go from the center of the room to the west wall. 4 neatly made cots are set in rows against the south wall.
Can you move me, DM? You stuck me in the wall again.
I don't think I moved you.
Han Solo.
There's 2 of her.
Yeah.
There is 2 of her. Yeah. I didn't move you though. You're stuck.
Try using the arrows. I got stuck earlier. I had to use the arrows to move.
There you go.
Arrows help.
Okay. So yeah. As you're there,
where are the guards?
You notice footprints that kind of lead off to this west wall. And she, again, casually walks over. She seems to press a small button on the wall itself as another secret door.
Flipping
I'd like to stop her before we go too far and say, hey, so how many members do we have anyways?
Yeah, she will make it to there, but as she enters the room, she says, we're up to about 25. We'll be over 30 if you join us.
25. Okay, and I make a mental note of that exact number.
Okay.
No reason.
Cool. Let me move these guys here. 1 second. Move everyone that was upstairs to downstairs. And I'll just share this with you so you guys at least can see this room view. Let me know if you guys can see that. That's kind of what it looks like.
Yep. Very cool.
With that, do we want to take 5 minutes while, since perhaps, depending on what you guys do, some things will happen. That way we can take a break before any action takes place.
We've been one word away from combat for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
It's been very tense.
I figure we'll, why don't we take, 5 or 10 or whatever you guys want, and then we'll come back.
Awesome.
Jeff, do you mind if I prepare my spells for today since I didn't do that? I had them prepared for Strahd meeting. I thought that was what we were doing tonight.
We are in the Wachter house. There we go.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Me as well.
Oh, my camera fell.
Damn.
What?
So that symbol is the same one. I guess it looks very similar to the one that we had seen on the bedpost side.
Yeah, quite similar. Almost like things are all connected.
Dun dun dun.
That's what I like this campaign, though. Literally, things from in the beginning of the campaign are all interconnected.
Yeah. It's also nice for when you miss the beginning of a quest line and are able to jump into it halfway through. Yep. Like you didn't miss everything just because you missed a step.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, totally down for that.
Doing what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. Oh, yeah.
It's Avlar, you're back as well, right? Cooley. Rather.
Yep. Sorry, I don't have face cam on today.
Oh, you're good. All right. Cool. Let's jump back in. Any questions before we jump back in? You guys hear the Sirenscape, right? It's not just me.
Interior decorator.
Cool. All right. Cool. So, as you come into the room, Fiona kind of gestures to each one of you to take a seat.
Is it just her in this room?
Nope. Some of her followers are here. There's a guard standing out. You should be able to see them, I think.
We're on the picture.
Oh, you're on the picture. There you
go. Go ahead.
You do not. But you do believe, just based on like the dress, that you think he is part of this group. Okay.
Yeah, I'll like look at the party and like if they sit down, I'll sit down, but I don't sit down until they sit down.
Okay. Yeah, and Fiona gestures to you, Tobias, to take the last remaining chair. She says, well, I'm sure my colleague mentioned an initiation. Share with the group here, behind closed doors, 3 things, each one of you. 1 thing from your past that you regret, something that troubles you. 2nd, share something that you would change about the town of Vallaki. And 3rd, tell us why Strahd is your savior. Who would like to go first?
Not it.
Not it.
All right, let's kick it off.
The most religious person is kicking it off. I love it.
I have my hand on my axe the whole time.
Is she standing? She's standing right next to me, right?
She is, yeah.
All right.
What was the first one again?
Where's the rest of our party, by the way? Are they in here?
Egon's not.
There's only 5 chairs, but I can move everybody.
Can we imagine that there's a 6th chair?
We could definitely imagine there's a 6th chair. Aegon will be there.
I feel like it's like a card chair, but like they didn't anticipate this many people, so they like pulled a card chair out of like the table, out of like
totally cool.
Somewhere.
All right.
Cool. Who's the guy with the lantern?
That is Sharp Eye. He's still been with you, with you in the group. You do know that Irina does not come down here, though. She tells you she'll wait upstairs.
I mean, would we leave Sharp Eye with her?
Sure. Yeah,
like
that's probably that's probably the right call. Cool. Okay.
So what was the first one again?
The first is share something about your past that troubles you.
I admit one time I did kiss a second cousin, but we didn't know. We didn't know, but I do regret it today.
Was he hot?
We'll get into it.
2nd, what would you change about the town of Vallaki?
I'd say I'd like to rid the town of the scum and the filth that walks its streets.
And 3rd, why is Strahd your savior?
My savior. My savior would kick Strahd's ass. And as I say that, I would like to swing my warhammer at her.
Okay.
I will also go into battle.
Everyone roll initiative.
That peaked with the music. That was so
Yeah,
fucking
that was
dramatic.
Wow.
That was awesome, dude. I just got chills.
And a nat 20 on initiative.
So I rolled a 2. I'm gonna inspiration the initiative.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 plus 2. Could you change it to 13, Jeff? Sorry.
I got you.
Thanks.
Okay. Mr. Mercer, you are up first.
Well, I said it, so I want to swing the grave hammer at her.
All right. Swing away.
You gotta target somebody first, John.
You do.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. I will use my inspiration on that. I will use my inspiration on that.
One. Oh no.
There we go.
That is a hit. I don't think we can hear you on the stream, Matt. Just letting you know. I just don't know if you. I have people telling me anyway. That's a big ol' hit. And yeah, as you swing your grave hammer, you do connect with her, and she does not seem impressed. As you swing out, she says, "How dare you attack me in my own home?"
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast
Thanks
my
for the heads up, chat.
weapon.
Okay. Love it.
I guess I'm not.
Where would you like to put it?
I'm gonna put it right up here next to train.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
Awesome.
I guess I didn't hit that guy with a 9, so.
Unfortunately, a 9 is not.
That's fine. Hopefully I got a good smack in though, so.
All right. Is that all you would like to do?
That will end my turn.
Okay. Sid looks quite surprised. And he is going to, I think, follow up. He is going to send a guiding bolt towards Fiona. And that is a big ol' hit as he sends this radiant beam. Oh, I got some good rolls. As she gets pelted by this radiant beam for 18 points of damage. And she is not looking that great. It is her turn, however. She's going to do some things. You notice that as she's standing there, you notice some of the energy from this pentagram on the floor starts to flow towards her mace. As it does, she does swing out to attack you back, Mercer, with her mace. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That is my AC.
Okay. And she's going to attack a second time, 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. As she strikes down, this is the worst thing that I always don't want to say. I need more dice.
Don't like that.
God.
I don't like that.
This is not what I expected, so I don't have these dice ready. Let's see. Okay, that's enough dice, I think. As she strikes out with her first attack, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
For a total of 12 points of damage.
Ready?
She then... Oh, did you already subtract it?
Yeah, I already subtracted.
Oh, you did. Okay, let me subtract that. Cool.
Sorry.
She, with her second hit, she does the same. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 12 points of radiant damage, as she swings out with her mace.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Aegon is going to... actually, is she going to do anything as a bonus action? She is.
Yeah, I'm pretty low. You smacked the shit out of me, guys.
She actually casts something on her that I don't think any of you have seen before, as this kind of purplish shroud starts to surround her. Yeah, that is all that she is going to do. Aegon is going to look towards you, Mercer, seeing that you are quite wounded. He's going to run up and he is going to cure wounds on you.
No.
Because I think you need some health.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, not great. But you do regain 6. Oh, I healed her too. That's all right. Undo that.
All right. It's a little
you
bit.
take 6 points of healing. He is also going to. Can he do that? Yeah, I think that's what he'll do. He is going to use Green Flame Blade as he attacks.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he does not hit, however. That is when you see those around the room clearly not very impressed by what you're doing. The man who led you through here reaches out onto your back, Jerry, and that is a 17 to hit. Is that enough?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Where are my dice? Where? Here they are. He is going to do 18 points of damage to you.
I'd like to use my reaction and reduce that by my superiority die. Use my parry.
Cool.
Let me do that real quick. Parry.
Can you use parry on a spell?
Oh, it's only a melee attack. Sorry, I thought it was a melee attack.
No, it is a spell. He is literally just reaching onto your back with his hand, and you notice this like strange purplish energy. He's casting inflict wounds on you.
Oh shit. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, as you take 18 points of damage, he is also. Is he gonna do that? No, he's not going to. Yeah, that is all that he is going to do. Tobias.
First thing, this guy here, I'm gonna try to telekinetic shove away from me.
He can't technically move, so I don't know. Does it say what will do?
Oh, I thought there was an empty space to his left.
There's not. It's just the way the map looks, if that makes sense. Technically, this guy can't be standing here either, so just move him because he can't be there.
Okay. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
Right here. That would catch her and him, right?
That's currently in the wall, though.
Okay, that's not. Oh wow, this is not a good place to be.
No, it is a very small chamber. It is 4x4 basically, and half the spots are taken up by people.
It's a Donnybrook, boys.
Okay, wow. Burning hands. I'm just gonna cast Firebolt then at her.
Okay.
I'd be at disadvantage.
You would be, yeah, because you do have somebody right next to you.
I have nothing I can do in here. So, question for you: if I have something that is a 10-foot square, can I have it so that it only does? Do I have to force it to be 10-foot square, or can I only do half of it, kind of against the wall?
I don't know. Does anybody know rules is written how that works?
For what? What spell?
Like,
I
say you
usually
have a
rule where players can shorten it if they want, but I see your point. Like, I would rule it either way.
For the flaming sphere?
No, not the flaming sphere. For example, if I went to do grease, right? It's a 10-foot square. Could I do it so that it only hits the two, her and her?
I mean,
as if
we're talking, it can fill a 10-foot square, but it's also something that can also be put on walls. Then couldn't you just use 5 foot of the wall and 5 foot of the floor?
Yeah, we could say that.
Okay. Then I'm thinking about basically putting grease on here.
I don't see your spell.
Because I know some spells specifically say it has to be on a floor.
You move it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can. Where did you want it? Like here?
Basically to the left one and then down one.
Oh, like here. Okay.
Exactly. They both have to basically do a dex check. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so they immediately fall prone if they fail their save. Okay. Cool. Just rolling a dex check. Let's see. He fails. She also fails. Both got a 5.
Here we go, Train.
As they are both prone.
There's also auto crits, right?
No, it's just advantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, so they have disadvantage and you have advantage if you're within 5 feet. Any ranged attacks have disadvantage against these creatures.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything else you want to do?
That's it for me.
All right. Train.
That music was giving me the creeps.
I love it. Stab,
right.
stab, stab.
Well, I thought I was going to do one thing, but now that they're both prone, I mean, why bother? Let's go ahead and target her and go with the silver short sword.
All right. That's a big old hit.
Roll for damage. Go for sneak.
Sneaky sneak.
Oof. As you stab away, dealing 16 points of damage, she is looking very wounded.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'll go offhand with my ancestral dagger. I pull my empty offhand in front of me and I say, "You're gonna regret the day you tried to convert us to your cult." And I pull my dagger out from my wrist guard and give her a good old...
Oh my god.
That's another hit.
I don't see the other option. I'm just gonna try that. No, sorry, wrong.
No, you're good.
Wrong.
You just click on damage. It'll roll it.
There we
So
go.
that's a total of 4 points of damage, and that is enough. As you stab down into Fiona Watcher, she does not breathe anymore.
Clutch grease, man. Clutch grease.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Cool. This guy is going to. He kind of like touches his own shoulder, as you notice he is surrounded by some sort of shield. He's then going to look towards you, Tobias, and he's going to roll this spell. It's going to ask you to make a dex save. Oh.
Eek.
That is not ideal. As you, unfortunately, take 4... It might ask you for another save, but that's all right. You take 4 points of radiant damage as you think he's cast Sacred Flame on you. You just see kind of this light erupt around you. The Great Jerry, what would you like to do?
Whenever Fiona fell, I'd like to imagine that Jerry yelled, "Nobody converts the group poop cult to other cults!" And then I'd like to take my bonus action first. I'm going to... sorry, no, I would not like to do that. Sorry, wrong sequencing. I'm going to move out of range. Will he opportunity attack me?
He is definitely going to.
Alrighty, go for it.
He is going to stab out with his dagger
I have a 16 AC.
That unfortunately is a 16.
Oh.
Although daggers don't do a lot, so that's all right. As he stabs out and does 3 points of piercing damage to you.
Damn it. I was hoping he would miss so that I could parry him. Or brace? No, whichever one it was. Anyways, I will be using my feature, the Great Weapon Fighting. So remind me again how I do that. Sorry. Click on it here.
Yeah, you should be able to. That's it. There you go.
Sweet. Now I'll hit this guy. I'll try and hit him with my Great Axe with advantage. I gotta roll 2d20s.
You got this.
Oh gosh, please be better than that roll. Okay, that's gotta be hit.
Oh yeah.
That is a hit.
And then that is a d12. 8. Plus some numbers.
Oh.
22 points of damage as you slash out with your axe. That is a big hit.
All right. Now I would like to action surge, and I would like to do the same thing.
All right.
How's he looking?
He's not looking great.
I rolled 2 11s, lucky number.
That is a hit.
Wow. Sweet. Comes the damage.
The damage.
Not great.
Not bad.
He is looking very wounded.
Damn it.
From your hit.
Ugh, I thought that would do it. Oh, I get another attack if I kill him. All right, yep, that'll be my turn.
All right.
Actually,
metagaming.
I'm gonna move back this way. Is he gonna opportunity attack me?
He is going to try.
All right, go for it.
What's your AC?
16.
As he stabs out, he barely misses you.
Yes. All right, I will use my reaction to get an attack on him. Use my riposte.
All right.
Do I get that with advantage as well?
I believe so. It's a melee attack. Reaction to make him. Yeah, it's a melee weapon attack, so it's with advantage.
Sweet. I'll use my ability on that as well.
Very nice.
Wow.
That is a hit.
And then
as
the damage.
he is going to go down.
Oh,
head
yeah, that's a lot of damage.
How much damage?
I reroll once. Hold on.
Whew. Another 19 points of damage as you slash away. Yeah, he is down for the count.
Okay, and now since I downed an enemy with a melee attack, I get to make an additional. Oh, it says a bonus action, right? Oh, I see.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. So that's all I got.
All right.
And yeah, I just kind of stare menacingly at everybody, and yeah, that's it.
Cool. This guard is going to try to stab out at you, Mercer, but I don't think it'll be very good. Let's see. Oh, actually, that's going to be a 19 to hit. As he stabs out, he's going to do some more damage to you. You take 9 points of piercing damage as he stabs this spear deep into you.
Damn.
That is all he's going to do.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Train, as you stand there, you feel all of a sudden this burning sensation in your back as a creature that you've not seen before comes out.
Oh no.
It looks like this.
Tiny red dragon?
As it stings out at you with its tail, it does make contact with you. You take 6 points of piercing damage, and make a con save for me.
Where is the creature?
He is right here. 18. So you take a total of 5 points of poison damage as well.
That con save should actually be a 19 because I should get +1 from my cloak of protection.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you'll. Oh, do you not have?
I get +2 for my con bonus, but I did not get the +1 for the cloak.
You get +1 to AC, and you said you get con bonus as well?
All saving throws. +1 to all saving throws.
Yeah, the cloak of protection adds +1 to all saves.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll just make sure that's added. Okay, there you go. That should be good. That should work. Let me know if it doesn't next time. But yeah, he strikes out at you.
Eek.
You then notice that he turns from an imp to a different creature.
Oh.
As he turns himself into a rat, and he starts to flee.
Good, let him.
Yeah.
This room's too small for him.
The room is too small for him.
Does he run past my sphere of influence, or?
Also, do I get a opportunity attack?
Yeah, anybody that wants an opportunity attack can take one.
I'll take one.
What's your sphere of influence?
Sorry, I meant like opportunity attack sphere.
Oh, no.
I call it that.
No.
I don't. Yeah.
No.
He was right to the right of Aegon, right? He was right there? Yeah. Okay.
He's right there.
Oh, right there. Sorry, I thought you said behind train, like where the girl died. Sorry.
No,
Crit.
you're all good. That is a crit? Oh, no. Aegon also strikes out. Yeah, it won't even matter. As all three of you strike out as this thing appears in the middle of the room, maybe all of you are on edge. And as you are, you'll quickly turn around and stab out at this thing. Tobias, perhaps, you're using your club.
Staff.
Your staff. And this thing goes down. Mercer.
All right. Well, I'm looking pretty rough. So I guess I'm going to Toll the Dying is a range, correct?
Which one, sorry?
Toll the Dying is ranged, I believe.
Toll the Dead? Yep, it is. But it's a saving throw.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at a 2nd level on myself.
Okay. Did you heal yourself back up a little bit? Nice, for 8 points of health.
Nice.
That'll help for sure.
Then I'm going to use Toll the Dead on this guy right in front of me.
All right. The saving throw for wisdom, is it? Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
He got a 15.
I believe that passes.
Yes. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. Nice. So I don't think he takes any damage, unfortunately. Yeah, he does pass your save.
All right. And I'm going to take a chance here and see if I can move out of the way.
Okay. He is going to take an attack, but he does miss. He does not hit you.
I guess I can move here, and I'm still in that guy's area, but...
Didn't you move up?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in the grease then.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Can I drop the grease in between if I saw him moving?
No. Has to be on your turn.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, this is a very claustrophobic room.
I guess. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it. You know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to see if I can risk it again and see if I can get that.
You are walking into more guards.
Oh, fuck. There are more guards there. Shit.
Yeah, there's a guy here and a guy here.
All right. Well, I'm staying right there.
Okay. Sid will reach out to you. And yeah, he will cast Healing Word on you as well with a 2nd level.
Sorry, I got us into this, but she, that was major blasphemy, guys. I'm sorry, I can't let that stand.
You take, or you recover rather, 8 points of health as he heals you. He's then going to kind of look over to you to see if you want anyone closer, or if you're still wanting to keep distance.
I'll bring him in. I'm up now.
Okay. He is going to hit this cult fanatic with a thorn whip to see if he can move it closer, but unfortunately he misses and does not connect. This guy is finally going to come in, and he is going to look over towards Sid, swinging his spear, unfortunately making contact, dealing a total of damage. Not deadly, but it is 6 points of damage as he stabs out with his spear. Aegon. Aegon is going to do more things. What's Aegon going to do?
Eldritch Blast.
Probably, yeah. He is going to look over towards you first, the great Jerry, and he's going to give you Shield of Faith.
How ironic. We're on the same team now.
And he kind of chuckles. He says, "You'll need it more than I do." And he is going to Eldritch Blast this guy that's standing in the doorway. And actually connecting, dealing a total of 6 points of force damage. This guy is going to come down here, and he's going to start attacking Sid, and he's got advantage on these attacks, so that's an 18. Yeah, that's going to be a hit, at least with his attack. As he stabs out with his dagger, he is going to do 5, 6. He takes 11 points of damage. And with that, you also notice a very similar looking shield appear on him, Tobias.
Question. First of all, dropping the grease.
Okay.
Question. Cone. 15-foot cone.
Yep.
If I were to be here, if I were to do this from here,
yeah,
would this hit Sid? Or could I angle it to not hit Sid? Oops.
I would say it probably wouldn't. It would definitely hit Sid if it hits the guard, because the guard's
guard.
Yeah. Because he's standing in the doorway.
How bad does Sid look?
He looks a little bit wounded. Not great. Not great, not terrible. Somewhere in the middle.
He probably looks like if the 3 people surrounding him all hit him, he'd be pretty screwed.
Where's the doorway? Is it just that one spot? Is it only
just
right
here?
Yep.
Right
there. Give me 1 sec, guys.
Yeah, no rush. This is a sticky situation.
Could I telekinetic shove Sid out the doorway, or is it the guard blocking it?
The guard is standing there, unfortunately not. Because he can't to end his turn, technically, in his space.
You push one further away from Sid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to bonus action push this one. Why am I doing that? The one I
this
think.
One
yeah, north of him.
Okay.
Up.
What does he need to roll, sorry?
DC 14 strength save.
Strength save. That is a 16 base roll.
Wizards do not like to be this close to people.
No.
Okay, I am going to, yeah, just do either of these 2 guys, this guy or this guy, look hurt at all?
No.
I'm going to cast burning hands, second level, at this guy right here.
Which one, sorry?
This guy right here, the guard. Give me a sec.
This one?
This one.
Oh, the one next to you. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
How do you rotate the spell?
yeah. Alt and scroll wheel, I believe. All right, and go and roll. Click on the damage button. It'll ask me to make that dex save, but I'll roll it here. That is a 13 plus 1. That's a 14.
My DC's save DC is 14.
Okay, so he will take half damage.
Yeah, I don't have anything for doing damage that I can see.
Should be in the chat.
Oh, there we go.
Damn.
And got a. So he takes. Yep, that's correct. So he takes 7 points of fire damage as you burn out, fire just roaring out. All of you standing by this wall, Train, Aegon, even Jerry, you all feel the heat kind of radiating from the wall as the blast kind of shoots off towards kind of your direction. Yeah, he's not looking great. Train.
All right. Well, let's go over here and get that advantage. And that should have been with advantage. I'm gonna crit fish on that one if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, that was close. All right.
Nice. It's a con save. Let's see here. Okay, he holds his concentration on the spell that he's casting.
All right.
Would you like to do anything else? You want to offhand attack?
Yeah.
As you stab out at him. Oh, almost a nat 20.
I'm gonna.
Do you want to crit fish though?
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh. Roll that damage. I'm confused as to why the other. So how much does he actually take? He takes 1 point of damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised. The other thing is not showing up.
That's my turn.
All right. This guy is gonna do a couple of things. This guy is gonna look over at you, Mercer. Actually, there's two of you, right? Let's roll a d4. Do you want odds or evens, Mercer?
Evens.
Evens. That is a 2. He's going to reach out towards you, and he is going to cast another inflict wounds on you at 2nd level this time, though.
Oh, fun.
You got your second character ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That is going to be a hit. Unfortunately, that's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, I know it is.
God damn it.
This is actually not why I got the d10s ready, but I guess...
God damn it.
Yeah, it's 4d10.
Oh my god.
Yep. That's 2nd level.
4d10 damage?
Yep.
Dang, that's so much.
Yeah, it is.
40-10, that's like
No,
4,010 damage?
22 points of damage. Exactly.
That brings me down to 0.
Unfortunately, yeah. As you go down, do you have any reactions?
I get a free swing on his ass with my hammer as I go down.
Is that from Circle of Mortality? No.
No, that is from the Gravehammer's abilities of. Let me look at it. It is.
Jeff, question.
Indomitable.
What roll did you just do for him? Because I don't know when you're rolling, so can I not use potent? Like his attack.
Attack roll.
You can place an attack roll, but you must do it before the roll.
Okay.
So yeah, you would just tell me like before I roll the attack that you want to use it. Yeah.
Well, if you have a nat 20, now would be the time to use it on this little death throw here. Oh, I can't do it while I'm incapacitated. I'll just roll a d20.
Oh, I can give you a health back.
Nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Shit.
Yeah, you wanna? What's the damage from your grave hammer?
I believe it's a d8.
It's a d8 plus 2. Yeah, go and roll that d8. Nice. That's gonna be 12 points of damage. As you strike out at him, he is gonna make another con save, but he does succeed with a 12. All right. So what did he do? He used his that. He's gonna do. Does he do anything else? He does not do anything else.
I have advantage on death saving throws.
Oh, nice. As you go down, something is gonna happen though.
Yeah, I know.
So give me 1 second here. Let me get this open.
I knew the risks.
Say what?
That I knew the risks. Can't just let this woman blaspheme, though.
This is totally true to your character. So, as you fall to the ground and as you all witness this dark energy come from this obvious cultist, Dimitri, you find the dark is all-encompassing, similar to what you felt, Train. A tenebrous sea of black mist through which wade the souls of the dead. And as you look out, you see dim orbs of depressed ivory light that just meander through this void. This is your afterlife, your eternity, a crushing and overwhelming darkness. The pressure mounts and the darkness grins. It has you in its clutches. It has you now and is not likely to let go, no matter the gods you worship or the sins you committed or the rewards you've earned. It has you now and forever. But then, a brief flash of light. The void splits from above, and a light crashes into the darkness. Thunder beckons. You see an unseen tide that sweeps you up as if some giant has uncorked this black bottle to take a swig. All of the souls around you wail together, and they all rush towards the light, fighting and clawing at each other to see who can get out first. You give chase, but it's too late. When you reach the breach, another soul slips through, and all at once the fissure snaps shut, condemning you again to this eternity in darkness. Your prison, a black bottle teeming with souls, all waiting for someone outside to take a swig. You perhaps wonder, Mercer, is this hell? As you continue to wade through the depths, lost to timelessness, you hear that thunder again and again. More and more souls escaping, but how long has it been between episodes of salvation? With that, we are going to go to you, Great Jerry.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, I'd like to move here into train space and attack this man.
You can't go into his space.
Oh, I thought I could share the space with him. I just can't end my turn there.
I don't think technically you can attack from the same space.
Oh, okay. We've been playing that way for a while.
With the spiritual weapon you can, because it's just a spiritual weapon.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll move back then. Damn. Which train was there?
Like, if you wanted to get advantage, you could still be here. Still get advantage. Yeah.
I can get advantage here?
Yep. Yeah, any 45s.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole like must be on opposite side flanking thing is kind of not good for any melee classes. So
ignore this roll. I need to make another one. I didn't do advantage. Sorry.
I imagine it was a nat 20.
Okay, well I just rolled 2 2s, so
2 2s. Okay. Unfortunately, those are both misses.
Shocker.
Right. And then bonus action, I'm going to use my healing word, my second wind.
Okay.
And that is a D10, is it? Yeah, D10. Give me a good one. You're trash.
Still at 7 points of healing back.
Yeah, it's all right. And then that's gonna be it.
All right. This guard is going to turn over towards you, Tobias. He's going to try to stab at you with his spear. I don't know if that will hit. That is a 16 to hit. I'm assuming that's a hit. Your AC is 12.
Is 12.
Oh, he only deals 2 points of damage, though, as he stabs out. That's the minimum roll that I could ever get. This guard over here kind of moves in front of the doorway. He actually pulls out a bow as he takes aim for Sid. As he's just going to fire past his companion. But just barely he misses as it kind of harmlessly clangs into the wall. Mercer.
All right, I guess I gotta make death saves. With advantage. I'm crit fish.
Yeah, definitely crit fish.
100%.
Oof.
Can
Not
we just count
quite.
that as 2 saves, though? Like, can we go ahead and do that?
Unfortunately not, but that is still good.
It's one step in the right direction.
It's one step in the right direction as you gain a successful save. Sid is not looking great himself.
Now would be the time to wild shape.
Yeah.
Big old bear.
I definitely think he's going to do that.
Big bear.
Big bear.
I was hoping to save them.
For what, Jeff?
It's already 10 o'clock.
True, it is.
You know, I mean,
for nothing. Don't worry. Nothing. All is well. All is well.
Go big or turn with Discord. You know what I mean?
All right. Sorry, I had to bear Tim because he doesn't have one, so he does now. As he becomes a giant bear.
Jesus.
But actually, he won't be able to. He doesn't have the room.
He crushes those 2 people.
Yeah, for now, he's just going to be moving with disadvantage, basically. But that's okay. And he is going to go ahead and take some swipes at this guy that's blocking the doorway. As he's going to ring his claws.
Stand over my body? I mean, I am a dwarf, right?
He can, but I mean, a bear. Oh, he got a nat 1. That is not going to hit. As he swipes his claws. But at least you guys have a giant bear on your team now.
And those extra HP to keep him alive.
Yeah, and this guard is already going to try to chip away at that health as he swings with his spear. That is a nat 20.
Jesus.
That is... That's just... Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. That's helpful. Let's try that again. That is 6 points of piercing damage, which is a total of 14 points of damage. Aegon. What's Aegon going to do?
Lay down, Aegon.
Aegon is going to use... Oh, he's got no more second level slots. That is unfortunate.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I was seeing if he could do anything else. That is going to be it. He's going to take aim at this guy here, fire out an Eldritch Blast. He's trying to get some room created. Fortunately, that is a miss with an 8.
We're falling apart.
Does he have anything else? He does not have anything else. No bonus action. Actually, he has Lay on Hands. He's going to reach out to you, Mercer. He will give you 10 points of health back.
Go.
He's going to use all of his Lay on Hands to heal you. As you wake up, you do hear the same crackling from up above. But as you look up, you notice that it's all around you. You're swept up into these sovereign tides and burned in this basking light of the torches here in this room. You are but ash in a pyre that is burned for all of creation, and you wake back up in this dusty, choked room in these mist-choked parts of the world in Barovia. You've been brought back from that black bottle and your light restored, and with your twitchy fingers you finally suck in a breath, and it is definitely better than wherever you were previously. The air is cold, and although damp, it is lovely, and you finally see the truth that the afterlife is just a black bottle filled with lonely souls waiting for salvation. And you know now that you cannot go back to that a second time. You just can't. This place, this Barovia, is definitely nothing more than a front for hell itself.
Because I've seen the afterlife before. Yeah.
Yep. This guy, trained because you've stabbed out, is also going to reach out once more at you with another second level inflict wounds.
1.
Sorry?
1. He rolls a 1.
He rolls a 1.
Thank you.
Important.
All right.
He could kill me if he wanted to. So
just as he reaches out, you notice that there's this hesitation. There's this familiarity. And just as he's about to reach forward, you notice that something in him prevents him from touching you. Tobias.
I'm going to move here.
Okay, you're going to move away from that guard?
Yep. I'm going to take the attack.
He misses.
It won't let me move, but...
Are you on the measuring tool?
No, I wouldn't be doing that. I am. Wait, no, I'm not.
It looks like you're on the measuring tool.
Yeah, arrows work.
Arrows work. Interesting.
I'm going to telepathically shove this guy.
Okay.
Nice.
5 feet.
All right. What's the roll?
Strength saving throw.
Strength save. That is a 11.
Yeah, he failed.
Very nice. And he is 5 feet in this direction.
And then I'm going to cast Fireball. Firebolt.
Firebolt, all right. That, unfortunately, is a miss.
Hit twice.
Start blasting.
Start blasting. Firebolt, firebolt. Would you like to do anything else?
That's it.
Is that shove? Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna
train.
Just keep doing what I've been doing.
That's a hit, but do you want to? Yeah, definitely crit fish.
Right.
The second one's a miss, but the first one is a big old hit. Go and roll that damage.
Oh my god! Come on.
Oh no.
It did not ask me for sneak attack.
Probably because you missed on this one. That's why the Foundry thinks that you've missed.
Okay.
So go and roll the dice. It is. Let's see here. 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So.
That is not ideal. As you deal 7 points of damage, it's still better than nothing. He is starting to look wounded, but he is still up.
Big offhand attack.
You need a big offhand attack. He does continue to concentrate on his spell. It's a hit.
Yeah. There you go. Nat 20. There we go. Critical fast. I'll go for that.
Very nice. As you stab out, even with a 1, you still do 8 points of damage with your offhand. And he is looking wounded. Do you want to actually roll? I totally forgot because for some reason it's not rolling them automatically. Do you want to roll a d6?
Sure.
5. Okay. That means some things will happen.
Ooh. I'm going to take this opportunity to just get out of reach.
Okay. So that is a 6, right? Weapon attack critical.
I got a 5.
Roll, you got a 5 on the actual crit. Yeah. You want to go ahead and roll a d20. Or sorry, d100. I lied.
Oh.
Just roll 5 d20s.
77. Okay. As you strike out with such force, he is actually knocked prone.
Ooh.
There you go, Jerry.
In which case, I'm just gonna stay where I was.
All
if
right.
he's gonna be prone.
He is prone. This guy is going to attack the big ass bear in front of him.
As
He
one
is
does.
going to use inflict wounds at 2nd level.
14.
That is 4. Is that a 14 base?
That's just 14. Wait. Wouldn't that just replace his roll?
Let's see here.
Yeah, just replaces his roll. Whatever he rolls, not his
The
modifier.
attack roll, you can see.
Attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Okay, so
it wouldn't be the dice,
it's his base.
the whole roll. Oh, it's his base?
That's the way I would read it, is that it replaces his...
in a roll, attack roll, saving throw.
Yep.
Right,
so I would imagine it replace the dice that I roll.
Okay.
Maybe don't replace it with a 14.
Yeah, then I'm not replacing it.
Let me confirm. When you finish, roll 2d20s, record that you can replace any attack roll, saving throw, ability check made by this. You must choose. You can replace a roll in this way once per turn. Each roll can only be used once.
I mean, to be fair, I would also rule it that it would be whatever it was rolled minus the modifiers, not including the modifiers.
The divination wizard's important feature, on the other hand, deals with the checks as a whole.
So let me confirm, because it's like one of your key abilities. So let me just confirm here.
Anybody know what Jeremy Crawford said?
And that's exactly what I'm literally looking up.
Jeremy Clarkson?
Okay, here we go. He actually responded. Jeremy Crawford. So, important die is intended to replace a d20 roll only, not the modifiers applied to it.
Yep. They changed it in 2018. And it's only one roll, so if there's advantage or disadvantage, it replaces one of them?
Yeah, that's the way I would rule it as well. Yeah, he tweeted that in March 2015. So... yeah, the important die is d20 roll only. Okay, so you don't want to replace it?
No.
Okay. Sid, as a bear, is going to take some damage. Where did I put all my d10s?
Slow down with the d10s.
I hid them away. I know, the d10s, these are the true tests. Not she wasn't the true test.
No.
4, 12, 15 points of damage. Could be a lot worse, but this bear is starting to look very wounded. He is actually going to as well. Is he going to do any of that? No, he's not going to do that. Cool. The great Jerry, what would you like to do?
Alright, so this guy's knocked. I got advantage anyways on this guy, right?
Yep.
Cool. I will attack him with my great axe.
Alright.
How hurt is he? Can I tell?
He looks very badly hurt.
Anytime
you see the blood drop, they're like close to dying.
Okay. I would like to not use my great weapon fighting. I'm already rolling. But I'm not gonna take the -5 hit, whatever it is.
Yep.
For good reason.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yep. And that's all I have available.
Okay. Oh. This guy is going to go ahead and stab out with his spear at Aegon, because that's all he knows how to do. That is not going to be enough. He does not make contact. This guard is going to take a shot at the big old bear in the doorway. That is a nat 20.
Sid,
with his longbow. Longbow is what, D6? Somebody remind me. D8 even. Wow. All right. As he takes... oh, okay. Could be worse. Could it be worse? I think it could be worse.
Does it matter?
4... it doesn't even matter. You're right. As, unfortunately, Sid reappears in that spot. He has unfortunately lost his bear form.
He took a couple of hits. He survived that. He did what bear form is supposed to do.
Mercer. Also,
All right.
roll a con save for me for your lingering injuries, perhaps injuries.
Oh wait, wrong one. Sorry. That was a check. I'm gonna say.
Okay, we'll go with the first roll. We'll go with the first roll. You don't get lingering injury.
Okay. All right. So, I guess from the floor here,
Mm-hmm.
is my spiritual weapon still up?
I believe you drop that when you go down, right? Because it's a spiritual weapons concentration.
It is not a concentration spell.
Oh, it's not a concentration. What does Jeremy Crawford say about that? Spiritual weapon survives death? Question mark. I guess it does. I wouldn't see why it doesn't. I mean, I think it's up. It's just floating there unless you command it to do something. So yeah, I would say it's up.
Right. Well, then I will use my
It was here, so yeah.
yeah, use my bonus action to this guy's prone, correct?
This guy is, yeah, so you want to move
Yeah,
there?
so let's take a swing at him.
All right, roll 2d20 with advantage.
Glad it's
Good
not
thing it's
that one.
advantage.
7
Unfortunately, that is not enough, and
13.
you almost wonder now if there's a certain god protecting him, as none of you are able to make contact with this guy on the floor.
All right, well then, fuck them. I'm casting Bane on all three of the ones left in the room here.
Okay. Is there a save, I think, right, for Bane? Charisma save.
Saving throws.
All right.
DC 14.
DC 14. You got a 9, a 3, and a 13 plus mod? Question mark. Yeah, he survived, or he passes. These two fail.
Which one passes?
This guy in the corner here.
Right.
Bane is minus 1d4. Is that right?
Yes, it's minus 1d4.
I applied it to the wrong guy. Cool. So this guy's got Bane, and this guy's got Bane. All right.
And I'm gonna stand
anything
up.
else? Okay.
And probably gonna go down again because if I move, I'm gonna get 2 opportunity attacks. Well, one's a disadvantage, but I'm pretty low on health. Should I risk it?
That is up to you. I cannot tell you what to do.
Nope, Mercer would probably just stand right back up, keep swinging, and fall right where he lays again.
Okay.
That's exactly what he would do. So he's fucking up. He's staying there. You thought you had me. If he knocks me down again, I get to take another swing. So.
True.
Okay. You notice Sid glows in a way that you've not seen before.
It's the Avatar state.
He's gonna go into a state, yeah, that you've not seen before, as he activates his starry form, but this time not in the way that you've seen before, where he is an archer. He's going to use his starry form Chalice. So, what is his wisdom mod is 4. Great. He's going to lean over towards you, Mercer, and he is going to cast Healing Word on you at a 1st level. But because of his Chalice form, you also gain an additional... Let's see here. Gain an additional amount of health. You gain an additional 6 points of health.
Mercer's making a mental note to buy Sid something. Something nice when we get back to town.
And he is going to go ahead. Is he going to do this? Yeah. I think he's going to make a melee attack against this guy with his sharp claws to try to finish him off. That is a miss. That is a miss. As not even Sid can finish him off. This guard is going to step back into position and stab out at Sid.
Rolling like shit.
And he does, unfortunately, connect as he stabs out with a spear. dealing a total of 5 points of piercing damage to Sid. That's all he's going to do. Does Aegon have any more healing? Oh no.
Does Aegon have melee? Doesn't he melee?
He does, yep. But he just has one attack.
Right.
He's half warlock, half paladin.
Right.
Unfortunately, he is out of
Might
spell
slots.
slots for, yeah. He used them for heals. Okay. He is going to turn over and Hexblade's curse this guy here in the corner. And he is going to try to stab out at it with his trident. He's going to try to make contact. Fortunately, he does not have too much more. I hope he can make contact.
Cross my fingers, man.
That is unfortunately a miss as he slices out. This guy that's on the ground is actually going to take half his movement to get up. So he's no longer prone. And he is going to reach out for... There's 4 of you there. Train, do you want to pick a number? 1 to 4?
1.
Tobias is not there. Great Jerry, you want to pick 1 to 4? 3. Mercer.
2.
2. Okay. It is 3. So Great Jerry, he unfortunately is gonna do a 2nd level inflict wounds on you.
Well, 3rd character, here we come!
That is a nat 20.
Oh, 3rd character, here we really come!
Oh my god.
That is base 40 damage.
Holy shit!
This guy's actually a god.
This guy... No.
This guy's your next character, Cooley.
I'll roll it just to roll it, but... So 50...
Roll it!
57 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Does that outright kill you?
I think so.
57, you have 35.
Why do I keep getting you killed, man? I'm sorry. My decisions keep leading to your death.
So you have 35 max. So 21 minus, what did I say? 50... Hang on. Did I say 57? Is that what I said? Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, fuck.
That even got chat's reaction.
That is 1 more than your max health.
Holy.
Oh my god.
Could he have used the port? He could have used the portent on that.
Wait, is he hitting me with a... No, it's not a melee attack, is it? So I can't use my parry?
It's a melee spell attack.
Touch magic, yeah.
Let me read my riposte. Hold on.
Yeah, read your riposte, because...
I could have used the portent, but the problem is the portent I can't use till before.
Yeah.
And I assume it's going to force it to hit.
Wrong one.
I know. I just thought about it too, man. I was like, wait.
Yeah, portent kind of sucks for that because...
This damages me with a melee attack. However you want to roll that. I'm totally cool with Jared dying, so whatever you want.
It does say melee and not melee weapon, which some spells and abilities specifically say weapon attack.
Can you parry? Let's see what Jeremy Crawford says. Can you parry a melee
Jeremy
spell?
Crawford hat trick right here.
Yeah.
I think it's funnier if he dies. So, I'm up for that.
Okay. Melee spell attacks are melee attacks. So yes, it can be parried somehow.
Yeah, I just read the same thing. Yeah.
Let's see what I roll. So if I roll a 1, I'm dead, right?
If you roll a 1, you're still dead. If you roll anything more than a 1, you're not outright dead.
Come on, D8.
Do it.
It's a 3.
Wow.
The great Jerry.
The great Jerry might live on to tell another tale. You are
Can't
down.
keep him down. You can't keep him down.
You are down.
I say, "'Tis but a flesh wound."
That is a huge roll.
Bruh.
Oh, wait, did that guy subtract a D4 from that roll as well? From that nat 20?
Oh, does it?
Bane?
Well, it's still crits, right? Because
I think it's still crits, though.
Yeah.
I think.
What's the
I would
point?
roll it that way.
What's the point of having a negative modifier if you can't take away the possibility of having a crit?
To make things hit less often?
So yeah, Bane affects the final roll of the result. So it's technically a modifier. It does not affect a nat 20.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. I'm not going to say that's all he's going to do, but that's all he's going to do.
Do what I can, man. I'm reaching through my brain, trying to grab whatever.
Tobias.
So I'm using my portent with a 14 base, and I'm basically doing a firebolt at this guy here to get rid of him.
That's on one. You have disadvantage because he's not on the ground anymore.
Nobody's not. Nobody's.
Okay. Roll a d10. Yeah, I thought he was prone for some reason. Yeah, it's the d10, right?
One big number.
5. 5 is enough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you finally have had enough of him, and he is down.
And then I'm going to shove this guy back 5 feet.
Okay. Strength save.
Just cause.
That is a 13.
Yeah, he saves.
He saves. Okay.
He doesn't. He moves.
Oh,
14.
perfect. Nice.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Does he get a reaction attack on him?
Nope.
He does not, because he's not moving with his will.
Really, yeah.
Train.
All right. I'm gonna try to get rid of this guy here.
Okay.
I don't get. No, I'm not gonna go here because I don't get opportunity, or I don't get advantage here. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Where's that? Target him.
That is a big ol' hit. Get him.
Bring him down, son.
That's a big hit as well.
Big numbers. Come on, big numbers.
Not quite. What? 9.
Very nice. Let's see if he maintains his con. He does maintain his concentration.
Damn. And I will use my dagger.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the third time you've crit
on another crit.
And the second time he got a 1 after the crit on the offhand.
Yep.
But still, and that's why I maxed the dice there. At least it's still something. That's 8 points of damage. And he is looking very wounded.
You're convincing me of that one, Jeff.
Wow, but see, in a case like this, right, nat 20 on inflict wounds does 40 base damage. So there's ups and downs.
Yeah, you're not convincing me of this one.
There's ups and downs. It works great for PCs, but also can work against you with NPCs. He is going to reach out, even though he's wounded. Can you guess what he's going to do?
He's going to fuck me up.
He is going to try to cast Inflict Wounds at you. He does hit, but it's not a crit.
Could still kill me.
It could.
Is it level 2?
Dice. It is. Let's see what the dice say. The dice say it's 19 points of damage.
Oh, I'm hurting.
That is what he's going to do. The Great Jerry, would you like to make a con save?
That is a 14 plus numbers.
Nice. That is a success.
Cool.
Your first success. This guy is going to try to stab out at Aegon. He has a -4. That is a 0 then. Perfect. He does nothing. This guy is going to shoot Sid with his bow. That is a miss. Mercer.
Right. Well, first off, I'm going to use one of the great benefits of being a Grave Cleric, my bonus action to cast...
Spare the Dying?
Dying.
It puts him back at 1 health, right?
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
That's a bonus action. And with my main action...
it becomes stable. Does not give him 1 health. Just becomes stable. He's still unconscious, but he's stable.
And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Sid as a bonus action. No, because I just did a bonus action. That was a bonus action.
You do have a full action, yeah.
Can I cast a full action spell? I don't think I can cast a full action spell.
Oh, you cannot. No, it'd have to be a cantrip.
Okay. Well then, cantrip.
Oh, but wait, your bonus action was
Cantrip.
cantrip. Yeah, you can cast a full spell.
Ooh. All right. Well then, I will cast Cure Wounds on Sid then. See if I can boost him up a bit. He's been giving me some healing. I'll give him some healing. Man, it's almost on that 5.
That is still 6 points of healing. That's still great.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Sid will reach over to you, Great Jerry. He is going to use his healing word again as he heals you. And because of his chalice, you also, this is kind of Sid's final form. Because of his chalice, you regain, oh, that's not ideal. Another 4 points of health. You regain 9 points of health. Can you roll a con save for me?
That is a nat 1.
Not ideal, not ideal.
You lose an arm.
Shots. Let's see.
Is that a roll I could have replaced?
Still got that.
Like, which one?
Important. I don't think that is because it wasn't a saving throw, was it?
Yeah, it's con saving throw, but I already rolled it.
It's con save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll a? Let's see.
Roll 6 d10s.
Roll a d20. Because unfortunately, you will have a lingering injury. But let's see what it is.
Nat 3.
Nat 3. Okay. You must have very sensitive feet.
Huh?
Because as he touched your feet, you now have a withered foot. Your speed on foot is halved. You must use a cane or crutch to move, and you fall prone if you use the dash action. You also have any disadvantage on any dex checks that use balance.
Perfect.
Bruh.
I'll send it to you here in the chat. There you go.
Can I change my weapon to a cane but keep the great axe stats?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
There is the veteran's cane, which is a cane that's also a longsword.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
An actual item in the game.
Yeah, maybe you should find one in Vallaki. I'm sure there's a very niche weapon maker that only makes those canes.
Perfect.
A lot of old people here.
It's true. So with that healing, Sid is also going to try to Thorn Whip this here guy. That is another miss. Cannot hit with any attacks. Can he hit with heals though? This guard is once again going to move forward and try to stab out at Sid. That is also going to miss.
Nice.
Aegon is going to try to stab with his trident. That is finally going to hit. How long does this Hexblade Curse last? 1 minute. Perfect. That is unfortunately just barely not a crit. But he is going to go ahead and attack that Ancestral Trident. Let's see what he can do here. He does a total of 7 points of damage, which finally downs this guy, and Aegon actually heals back to full health. Almost full health. One under. Tobias.
Going to cast Fireball.
Fireball? Or Firebolt?
Fireball.
Not Fireball, not now.
No, Fireball at all times.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
I don't care who's in the blast radius.
Hit.
Hell yeah.
As you finally drop the cultist, I think that's your second killing blow, right?
Yeah.
As you take out the cultist. Very nice.
I'm gonna shove this guy back 5 feet. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just like doing that.
Cool. Yeah, he just keeps going back. Train.
I imagine he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like right there.
He is.
Okay.
And yeah, you hear somebody from the other side of the door yelling, "What the fuck?" As he just keeps getting knocked back.
Can I throw something in that square?
Yeah, I would say that you could see it.
Yeah, for like the top corner of it. Okay. What I am going to do then, where is that here? Features. I am gonna throw. How does that work? How do I roll? How do I roll for my explosive surprise?
We really are the cult of pooping.
Let's see here. Pyrotechnic gadgets.
We're the cult of poopinality.
So you get explosive surprise.
Pooping what?
Yeah.
Cult of poopinality.
Poopinality.
Opality.
Opality.
Well, like cult of personality.
Not explosive reaction, right? Do you have to roll for it? Creatures within 5 feet must make a dex save against your gadget DC or take thunder damage equal to your sneak attack damage. So I don't think you need to do anything. I think you just use it.
Okay. And my gadget DC is 11.
So I think that's under gadget tier.
Yeah.
Your gadget DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2, so that's 10 plus your int mod, which is
1.
0, I think is your int mod, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I thought it.
Which is why it's a DC 10. That's okay.
Yeah. Which is why I really need that crown.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see what he can do. He is really not smart. That's a 4.
Good. Which means I roll 2d6.
Yep.
3.
All right. He is looking very wounded for those of you that can see him. From these, you kind of see Train throw something out the door, and you all of a sudden hear this loud, thunderous bang, almost like fireworks from outside. Yeah, he is looking very wounded.
And I'll end my turn.
Great, Jerry.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so the only live people are outside the door?
Yep.
Oh, I'm walking up, and I will attempt to hit Mans without the great weapon fighting thing. Hold on.
You can only move to here.
Oh, why is that?
Because of your withered foot.
Oh, fuck. Oh, so I'm still in range, though, right?
Yep. Yeah, definitely still in range.
Cool. I will attack him.
Yep.
That is a 2.
Not ideal. That is unfortunately not a hit.
Well, that's all I got.
Okay. This guy, seeing you stand in the doorway, is going to take a shot at you with his bow. I hope this is not a hit. But I need to confirm. That's a 14. I think
Miss.
You have a 15 AC, right?
16.
16 even, nice. Mercer.
Right. Seeing that Train's pretty hurt right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him a heal as well.
All right.
At first level.
Nine points of healing back to him.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon right here and take a swing.
Go and roll that d20.
Oof.
Fortunately, a miss.
That's fine. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Sid is once again, he's going to look at you, Jerry, as the impromptu healer. He's going to use his last spell slot to heal you with another healing word. This is going to be a little bit better. Total of 7 points of healing, but then again, his chalice kicks in as you heal for another 8 points of healing.
Oh, hell yeah.
With that, can he do anything else? don't think he can. I don't think he can. No. Actually, that's a special, so yeah, he can. Okay, he is going to try to Thorn Whip this guard. And that is finally a hit. And he is going to do a little bit of damage here. I don't know exactly how much, but let's see. He is going to do a total of... Is that enough? 2 points of piercing damage, and that is just enough to bring him down. There's one remaining enemy.
Someone
Aegon
just shout
is
at him. Just yell
He
at
is
him.
going to keep fighting. He is, I think, almost like brainwashed. Aegon's going to Eldritch Blast. That is going to be a hit. I know he has something for Eldritch Blast. What does he have? He has Agonizing Blast, which means that it does Charisma mod, so that's already happening. He has 11 damage, which is actually just enough to just blast this guard out of existence. With that, we're all out of combat.
Oh.
I know we're over time, but as you make your way to the main floor and reconvene with Irina and Fast Hands, both of whom are hiding in the den after hearing arguments, shouting, and fighting break out. You look out the window, and that's when in the distance you hear a growing sound, the roars of malcontent, as you hear the march of boots against the muddied cobblestones of Vallaki. And that is when you hear it. More than 40 of them all together, shouting the same thing. All will be well. And with that, we're going to end the session next time.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god.
We did it. We survived.
That could have gone
Really?
far worse.
It was
Dude, that first hit had me like
57 damage.
I'm
That
so
is-
glad that the parry or riposte worked, but it would also have been hilarious if Jerry died.
I would have felt so bad, man. I still feel bad about Avlar.
Oh no. Don't feel bad about Avlar.
As a side thing, yeah, that's why I always recommend have a backup character. But as another side thing, if anybody is playing a character that they're, and I don't know, that's how I kind of am with my characters. If they go down, it's not ideal because A, it takes a long time to build a character, but B, you kind of get attached to your characters. There is, and it's on kind of a person by person basis on whether you want to do this. But there is, if you do go down, you can choose to come back in Barovia. Just you'll have a dark gift of some kind.
A super withered foot.
Yeah, not like a withered foot, but yeah, kind of close.
like a withered soul.
Strong foot.
A withered soul is more accurate. Okay, so I gotta build a buff for Jerry. In
Said
Foundry.
my movements. Oh, you sent it to me. Never mind. I see it.
Yeah. I'll just build a thing in Foundry so that it just tracks it. So that when you move, you can see that. Yeah, great session. Interesting development. Did not expect you guys to come in here and kill the cult leader, but I love it. I'm interested to see what you guys do.
That's how our party sneaks.
As a side question, maybe think about what you guys are going to do next session. Obviously, you hear marching of boots outside. You can obviously go check that out if you want, but there's a bigger house. Think about what you guys want to do, and just come up with a game plan for next session. We got off to a little bit of a slow start today, but once we got rolling, we really got rolling.
Did we ever? And Train finally got to use a gadget.
Yeah. I like that. I like that subclass. I think it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
I'll add. Oh, that's another thing I'll take away. I'll add the abilities. I'll add the 3 abilities in Foundry so that next time you can just click them.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So it'll just do those things, so you don't have to keep looking down there to try to remember what they do.
Yeah.
Because you also have grappling hook, right?
I will I will once I fix my dinky little rope one now.
Yeah, I'll add those. Add grappling hook. I'll add those as actions as well.
Yeah. Basically, my plan is when I fix it as a super grappling hook.
Oh, very nice. Cool.
Then, yeah. So
I'm excited to see what that class turns into, because there's a lot of really cool specialized tools that you get to use.
I'm basically gonna be Link from Ocarina of Time.
Love it. That's awesome.
I gotta go make food still tonight, but I gotta run. It's a great plan. See you guys.
All right.
Good game. Catch you
Good
later.
night.
Good game, guys.
See ya.
See you later.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that was another night of D&D. Yeah, that was a really intense ending there. So thanks a lot to everyone who watched. If you are still watching and you haven't liked the video yet, please do. The view count on these things are really picking up. So hopefully people are enjoying the story and enjoying what we're doing here. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who hung out in chat. Love to have you guys there. Yeah, we'll keep this show on the road. We're doing it weekly now instead of bi-weekly, so come on back next Wednesday, and we'll do it again. So cool. Thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll chat soon. Bye.